Yeah. No way. So, I'm pretty sure we only did the variation phonics fight. We had Lomenzo ATL's fight last time.
Mm-hmm.
Then ATL fought the Drow in a very, very epic battle. And afterwards, there was a lot of discussing about Onyx, his upcoming battle. A few change of plans concerning that battle. And then when a final decision was made, seeing how we could help with spells and other measures.
So
That's pretty much it.
It's very short.
Well, I suppose not much happened.
Yeah. I mean, we pissed off the Drows.
Yes,
nice.
You did manage to piss off the Drows, which, congratulations on that.
Thank you. There's a new Drow that will maybe join today. We'll see. But we pissed them off.
Yep. Light sensitivity also works now.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Right. So where we leave off here now is that you guys are preparing for the fight, which would be for Onyx, who's going to be in a 1v1v1, allegedly.
Fair.
Against one of the Drow companions' men and the dwarf that he has been having some words with. And at the last time, you were kind of like trying to look into what can we do, what can we not do, preparing and such and stuff like that. And well, you still have time to do that. It would be about dinner time ish.
It's like around 4 p.m., right? Because this is important for how much time we have with Onyx and Adriel to discuss, because Onyx needs 6 hours of rest.
Yes.
Okay.
Adriel? Hang on.
Yeah, you need 4 hours of rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Thanks.
if it was 7, that would mean Onyx would already be asleep and or like resting, and you would have to go in 1 hour. The only ones who don't have to rest like at all are me and Erendriel. Okay. What do we have that we can help Onyx with?
Well, like I said earlier, I have some tricks up my sleeve, but I will have to prepare those first. I can make you more wiser for a while, or more protective against any spells that may tamper with your abilities.
We saw that the Drow used darkness.
Yes.
What spells do you have that go against that?
Well, I do have two that I didn't sadly prepare for, so that's smart events for me. One is dispelling magic, which will probably not be that useful for your fight. But I also have daylight. And daylight can be shined on a dark surface, and then if it was already with darkness has to be activated first, if I read the spell correctly. And if I then use daylight on it, then it will dispel the darkness.
I'm pretty sure if you cast on an object and I take that object out and it overlaps with darkness, it goes away.
That's how I interpreted it. Off the record.
Well, voice in my head. Can you confirm that?
Wait,
That's
am I the voice in your head?
No, that's energy.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, voice in my head is silent, so I think we're right.
Oh shit! You asked me. Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, he asked you.
Wow. If their analogy of daylight is correct, and you didn't pay attention.
Post it in chat. Post it in chat. As far as I remember, daylight
Hang on.
creates light in 60 feet. It is not sunlight, which is very important. I checked that.
Yeah,
At least,
it's not sunlight.
it's named daylight, but it does not create sunlight. If you ask D&D boss, who we always check up, I checked that.
Yeah.
But it does dispel darkness, the darkness spell.
Hang on. Give me a minute. Come. There we go. And then, bloop. There you go.
Right. 60-foot radius sphere of light spreads from a point you choose within range. Blah, blah, blah. If you choose a point on an object you are holding, or one that isn't being worn or carried.
Sunlight.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. The light shines from the object.
But you have something else. Well, I don't know if you have it, but there's a spell called Sunbeam.
It's 5th level.
Oh,
Pretty sure.
Aha!
Yeah, we definitely have those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
I mean, this is pretty good. That spell would be countering the darkness that he can cast.
Depends on how
and you can
high
put it on an object, you said.
Yes. There is one thing. If the darkness is stronger than the daylight, then it will not work.
Well, that chance is unlikely, but it's
That
better
is,
than
I
nothing.
believe, very unlikely. Yes.
I mean, we don't know how strong their champion is.
If that is true, then you wouldn't need to be. You said you can enhance his abilities.
Well, sort of, yes. That is correct. Do you think they will put you in a darker position, Onyx?
Does it matter?
Well,
It's just in
can you
case.
see? If you can't see well, I can also help you with dark vision.
Oh, that was already planned.
Yes. And enhance ability I have to concentrate on. So that was the 3 things that you guys needed from me.
You mentioned
Also,
last time you
launch
can.
Strider.
Oh, you wanted to move faster, yes.
You mentioned last time you were able to inflame his arrows for.
Yes, but then he has to make the choice if he either wants to be enhanced by his ability or his arrows be inflamed. So
Onyx, you know the dwarf better than any of us. What kind of men fight for him? Are they casters? Are they fighters? Are they...
It's mixed. He's not particularly picky. He just takes what he thinks might work.
Okay. So we have no idea if it's a caster or a melee fighter.
Nope.
How do you plan on fighting exactly, Onyx?
I
You have a
no
bow?
clue.
Oh god.
Did you expect that I had an idea? I'll see
Well, I was
once I
hoping
step.
for it.
I'll see when I step in the arena. What will be appropriate?
What we do also have, and shouldn't forget about it, is and I take out my potion of clairvoyance, and what you have, and then I point my finger towards Erendriel, and I think he has both the poison potion and love potion. Is that correct?
I only have the love potion.
Okay, who has the poison potion?
hello.
Oh, Adrian. Okay. I think we might be able to poison some of the arrows by applying the poison on top of them. And for the love potion, well, if we manage to get one of the fighters and Onyx in the same room and them drink it, then that would be great, but I believe that would be very difficult here. Aside from that, I can either give you additional protection, like I did for Adriel last time, with a form of magical shield, or I can try to convince one of the contestants, whoever we meet. I would prefer if it was someone from the dwarf, because of your elven resistances. I would try to convince him to fight fairly, and if we managed to do that, you would only need to, well, evade combat for long enough until they kill each other, and then fight them, one that survived. So that are the two options I can offer.
You should know by now that I prefer not to run away from battles.
Even if you don't run away, having a fair fight where where you and
I'll take the shield.
one other attacks equally, that's a big impact. What do the others think?
The others don't have much of a say.
Well, this impacts.
Well, okay. So, if he wants to fight them head on, we are not gonna get that out of his head.
Onyx, I'm sure you understand, but this is not only risky for you. Obviously, it's most risky for you.
The only thing you would risk is money.
No. We would also risk losing you, someone who we value as a member.
Now you value me. Okay.
Oh boy.
And we would also risk, well, the status we have here right now. As I said before, I listened to the tieflings talk, and they said, if we win this fight, we will be the ones who will decide on future fights. We will grow in rank immensely. This is not just another fight. This is a deciding fight.
It is still my fight.
It's not just yours, it's ours. That's why we're helping you. It is mostly yours, I will give you that.
It's totally mine. If you don't want to help, then don't. Don't try to force spells on me. I'll appreciate the help beforehand, but...
Okay, so you have a longbow. You might be able to have Erendriel's boots. I would look at Erendriel.
I already gave those.
Okay. We have a poison potion that we can try to apply to some of the arrows. Well, and I already know the impact that one had, and it wasn't great. So if you managed to hit with them, that would be fantastic.
Well, that was the entire potion we checked. I'm not sure
That
what
is
one
true.
arrow would do.
Maybe you would need to hit with multiple ones, that is true.
Or just force feed someone.
You have one greater healing potion from Adriel.
Yes.
We will be able to cast daylight on an object that you're holding. Have you decided which one? Preferably something that's very hard to get rid of.
You can cast on the dragon shard that I have.
Will it be exposed?
It would be in my bag. until I take it out.
If you take it out, you would need to hold it the entire time. How about you put it on your armor?
Then I could put it on my, like, between the straps. Like, it's not gonna be too hard to fasten.
Technically, energy, does this work? Is this gonna be a problem at all?
Say that again, sorry.
If we want an object
Yes.
for the daylight spell, can he just put it like somewhere, like crunches in his belt, or does he need to actually hold it?
No. I mean, he can put it. It's still an object, still a normal object that's just shining fucking bright.
Right, but if it's covered up, it doesn't have the effect.
I mean, it's not a daylight spell, and you're right now in a not a dark tavern, but it's like a more cozy tavern. Having one idiot going around glowing like the fucking sun would
not
probably
now. No. So the idea is that when he goes into the fight, right? He has the shard, and the shard has the daylight spell out on it. Right. If he just puts the shard, if he like sticks it in his belt, is that fine? Does the daylight spell work?
Then it would look like he has a magical dick that is glowing.
Okay, that's fine. As long as it. Okay, perfect. Okay.
Not just glowing. I mean, like there would be like, why is there a fucking sunbeam coming out of your pants?
Oh
like,
my
what's going
god!
on?
Amazing.
And this cannon all over again.
Bonus gold for entertainment purposes. Adriel is able to give you Long Strider to improve your speed, Dark Vision, in case. Well, just in case. The Daylight spell on the Dragon Shard, and an ability to enhance you against spells, I assume. The effect of spells?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be good.
You two will need to rest then. Me and Erendriel can try and find out who's fighting.
Yeah, don't take too long with that.
Well, you'll need to rest, so like that's gonna matter. We have a limited amount of time.
Yeah, do you want the shit potion or not?
I think it's best if we apply it to the arrows.
To the arrows?
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with trying to poison someone here.
Onyx, I will give you the shit potion then. If you want to apply it to your arrows.
I don't think applying it would be a good idea. I think it's just better if I am able to grapple someone and just force feed them.
Sure.
How difficult would that be, Energy? Sounds very difficult.
I mean, guess you'll find out.
Oh god.
Yep.
That sounds insanely difficult to do.
give Onyx the shit potion. That's fine.
If you grapple someone and you're on the ground with them, that means you'll be very easy to hit from the other person. Who says
I would be on the ground? And it could also be used if one of them is dead, and it's just a 1v1.
I'm more worried that they'll kill you first. When you're in a 1v1, I'm less worried. I'm worried about the beginning.
Well, that makes one of us. Anything else we need to prepare?
What if you apply it to your spear?
Why would I use my spear?
Or your longsword?
Well, I doubt I'll be able to put enough on there and keep it on there.
It's a very long sword.
Well, yeah, but...
would any of us know about this?
Yeah,
like maybe the elves.
The elves?
Maybe the elves. I don't fucking know.
Oh, you mean the brothers?
Yeah, because they have like nature.
Oh, then fucking ask them.
Wow. Uh-huh.
Do I know anything about it?
What exactly
If the
is it
poison,
that?
if the poison is strong enough, if to be applied to a weapon, and
Right.
still be
Okay.
useful.
So, I mean, just because they're elves, but.
I mean, he identified it.
Coding a weapon is not, neither of this. Maybe. I mean, as
We
an
have a rogue.
as a roguish assassin kind of type, you might. You know what? Erendril, make me a
I give him guidance. No, I don't.
make me a survival check.
Come
Which
on.
that's my strong suit.
Holy shit!
Yes, you do know. No, it's not strong enough.
It's not strong enough.
It's
No,
whenever
it's the way it was meant to be. It was meant to be a fucking healing potion, which went wrong. So it's already
Yeah.
diluted. It's not that strong. It's basically just you're basically drinking a virus that just gives you the shitters for a amount of time.
Yes.
Strong enough to be coated onto a weapon and then applied to someone. Nah. Unless they were, you would probably know that unless the other party was extremely, completely fucking unlucky. No, it wouldn't work, and it definitely would not work instantly because it would have to work through the system. I mean,
Okay.
unless he actually puts the sword through his mouth, and then he would have other issues, I would assume.
No, I think the poison is the biggest concern at that point.
Okay, got it. Okay. I think me and Erendril should find out who he is fighting. If we find out that one of them is a drow, like the one who fought you, Adriel, and the other one is a normal melee attacker, for example, then maybe you shouldn't enhance his ability against certain spells. Maybe you should enhance something else, depending on what we find.
I mean, I can enhance a lot of things.
That's why we should find out who he is fighting.
So,
Least-
I let you guys do that part. I've done my part for now. I'm gonna go and meditate, and I will see you guys in 4 hours.
Yes.
Oh wait, I'm gonna eat first.
I think we should also get get diamonds, just
Yeah.
in case things go
Oh,
wrong.
and how expensive do you think?
No. If I die, I die.
Well, you heard the man.
Knowing Onyx, if he dies, it would probably be early on in the battle, so I don't think it would help much.
No.
Oh, that's just rude.
It would be early on. If it's later, you wouldn't die. That's what I'm saying.
If you die first.
Yeah, if he dies.
That's a good point. That could happen.
Yikes.
Okay,
All right.
then I think we should get the diamonds anyway. It's not just about, well,
Yeah, but
Onyx.
then after the battle, no.
technically. Okay, sure.
How much money do you have? Do you have enough money for it?
It's fine. It's Onyx's decision if we should get him back or not, and I will not make that decision for him. So we can get the diamonds after the battle if we want to.
Well, it's time for me to go to into my offline mode.
Yep.
Okay.
So good luck with your things, and
Thank you.
I would say I see you in 6 hours, but I see you anyway,
Fair enough.
and I just turn off immediately after that.
Okay. Oh shit! I forgot about something. Wait, energy. Can people concentrate while they're resting?
You mean
They
sleeping?
can't, right?
No.
Oh, right. And we still have like 7 hours left until the fight.
Give or take. Like right now, we're basically playing real time, so the amount of time that you use to discuss is basically the time that also goes, unless we, do anything that would push it forward or backwards, or forwards. More like.
Okay, so Onyx just went to sleep, so I'm gonna say this because I know he can hear me. Onyx, I think it would be best if just for the next hour you give Erendriel back his shoes, boots, and I think you can cast invisibility if I'm not mistaken. So if you stay awake for 1 more hour, you will still be able to get your rest, and you will make it a lot easier for him to follow someone. If that's how we want to do it, and I look at Erendriel.
I think it would be very beneficial to know who he's fighting.
I think I can do with being seen. I won't try to hide per se. I will more hide in a crowd. Because there's a lot of people here. You will need to not run into anyone if you are actually invisible, Erendriel. How full is it here, energy? How busy?
Right now, not that busy. Make me a perception check.
Yes.
Actually, all of you who are still
Never mind.
who are still present, make a perception check.
Well, good luck. I was eating.
Right. Okay. So, like usual, Eladio, didn't you go to sleep, Onyx?
You can still see stuff. I don't know if you can make perception checks. It would probably be passive.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I keep forgetting.
I'm muted. Sorry.
Yes,
I
you're
keep
muted.
forgetting that you are a fucking robot. So.
Did you go back to normal mode or?
Yeah, I'm back up, and I gave his shoes
okay.
already, and he's already invisible.
Oh, he's a. Oh my god.
I just randomly disappeared.
So basically, Eladio is sleeping to a sleeping. You know, he's talking to a sleeping metal man.
No. I just turned to Erendriel and he's gone. I'm like, wait, what? And then I see, oh, he just cast a spell. Okay.
Right. Okay. So that actually fits why Eladio doesn't see shit because he's looking
Yes.
around and being confused.
Yes.
Rendril and Onyx, what you guys see though is the male elf that you come to know from the Dark Lantern is not that far away from you. He's standing about 15, 20 feet away from you guys, looking through a window that kind of like that. There's windows that look that on the opposite side of where you are, where you can look at the plebs and those that are not in the championship area. And you can basically see out in a dark void where they usually show the arenas and such. And you can also see now that there's nothing you can see over to the other side where there are other people. Looking out through those glasses right now, you see the other male that you've come to know in close conversation with a drow female.
The male twin?
Mm-hmm.
The one that we talked to who told me about the whole glove and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The one who also brought...
I don't see it. Never mind. Why am I asking?
The one who also brought Maracas to your group, who is now just standing solemnly, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But he seems to be in a deep conversation with a drow female, about 20 feet away from you, looking through one of those glasses that looks directly over to the other side of the complex.
I would say, because I think I realized by now that he made him invisible because of all him wiggling around of his arms. Onyx, give him the boots and...
He already has them.
Oh, well, then I think, Erendriel, you should try to find out who the dwarf fighter is, but whatever is going on over there, check that out.
Yeah, well, cool.
I walk off sneakily.
Yes.
I mean, you are invisible and
And then the boots that hide my noise.
And the boots that hide all the noise.
You don't actually. You're not even sure if he's left. You're just standing there like.
Yeah.
Hello?
I'm just talking to where he was. I'm completely fine with still talking while he's already gone. I would just keep
talking. Would I know that he walked off since I'm concentrating on the spell? Would I know where the source was?
Sure, that's how it works.
No, that's not how it works, unfortunately. Yeah, that's fair, but no.
Keep on concentrating.
After a few minutes, you kind of put your arm where you thought he was, and then when you meet nothing, you're like, oh, okay, he's gone.
Ah, right, okay. Well,
So where are you going off to, Erendril?
Towards the area that the dwarf was. See if I can find anything else.
What area?
Where the dwarf was.
Right. Okay. So first, when you come over to the area of where you guys area, and there's 2 guards on a closed door, and naturally they have no idea you're there.
Mm-hmm.
So do you just open the door and go through?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to go through.
Okay. As soon as you put your hand on the handle, you are completely visible again.
That's unfortunate.
And you see 2 guards who just kind of jumps to the side, raise their weapons for a second, and they just look at you. One of the guards going, "Why are you sneaking around like that?"
I like to be, I don't like to pay attention to be paid attention on.
He just kind of raises an eyebrow. "Don't sneak around like that. Next time it could cost you your head."
Good job, Erendril.
I walk back to. It appears that invisibility doesn't work if I want to go over there.
Maybe just it's probably just a knob that was doing that. Maybe next time just knock and they'll open it.
Also, no, like, why did we see what happened there? Like, do we look over and then we
Yeah, you didn't because you have no idea where to
Right.
look.
Yeah.
I don't know. Onyx, make an Arcana check. With disadvantage, consider that you're away from it. You're not 100% sure, but you assume that there are multiple, if not traps, but contraptions to assist against people going around invisible, like dispel magic such things. Consider the kind of place you are, you would probably think that that's not uncommon.
Yeah, that would make sense. Do I have detect magic prepared? That's what I want to know. First.
Oh, that's
I-
not
oh,
gonna
I
do a
do.
lot.
I do have it prepared. In this case, it might. If I cast detect magic, I know if there is. Do I know if there's magic that disrupts divination, which means like you can't listen in, blah blah blah.
I believe detect magic just shows you that there are magic.
Yeah, it just shows you that there is a magical essence on an
Okay.
object, I think.
All
But
right.
you can cast it and see what happens. Everything will probably light up like a fucking light show.
Sure, I'll do it as a ritual. It takes 10 minutes.
Right, so you just decide to sit down and
Oh yeah, sure. Like
Ritual
I'll do that. Yeah, sure.
I don't
I
have
got
that
time.
much time.
You
No.
can go back. There's nothing
Yeah,
you can do.
I
No,
just
no
go to-
invisibility needed anymore.
Don't think it's gonna work, and I just walk off towards the door, visible.
Then you come back, put the shoes back on me. And
Sure.
I'll go back offline.
offline.
Thank you, my boss.
Okay, what do I see after 10 minutes energy?
That there's magic all around you.
What kind of magic?
All kinds of magic.
Shit.
Not sure what you expected to.
Okay, is the twin still talking to the female drow?
Yeah, the twin, there's only the male.
Yeah, the twin, right. That's what I said.
Yes.
I'll go up to them.
Sure.
I mean, Eladio didn't notice them.
Oh, well, I mean, by now, I think, maybe.
By now you would probably they don't. It's not like they're hiding anything. They just seems to be in a deep conversation.
No, okay. Yeah, I'd go up and say, "Who's this?"
As you come up, he kind of like just looks at your side, like give you a side glance, and then he goes, I see that preparations are going on, and he kind of looks over towards Onyx and Erendil going back and forth between being invisible and not invisible and stuff like that. Well, as you know, I have many friends indeed. And this is just one of them. Okay, would you like to present yourself?
Well, well, she would just take a look at the group, seeing what happened there,
It's
and
just
then
me right now.
yeah, but I would looking where the twin also looked. Would look at you then, and would just see you, and would be like, "Well, my name's Alara, and who are you, though?" So
I've been working with him, I suppose, for him a little bit, for quite a while.
And you don't have a name?
I'm Eladio.
Nice to meet you, Ladio.
Yeah,
Same.
you'll come to regret that. Nevertheless, I brought her here for a reason. Quite the same reason that you guys are fighting soon. And he leads your view across the room, and as you look through the window, you do see straight over to where the Drow group and their allegedly dark queen is feasting right now.
Mm-hmm. And the queen is also feasting there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You see, while you and your group have a different reason why you have brought their attention, my friend here, well, has a completely different reason in mind as altogether. You see, these dark elves, these drows on the other side, belong to a vicious and particularly cruel part of the drow society. I'm sure you would agree, Lara.
Absolutely. They are like, you could say trash.
I smile at that.
They are responsible for a vast number of kidnappings, murders. They are usually slave owners, and worse. If you could imagine that.
Do they care about this image? Do they like it?
No, they're revel in it.
Okay.
What others think about them, they don't care. Within their own power structure, they do care. Their fear and power and showing off is, well, everything.
Mm-hmm.
This group in particular is even worse than those Elara would know, which I was about to tell you when you so rudely came and interrupted.
Well, I thought I'd get to know this one after the last person you introduced.
Oh. I suppose it doesn't matter if you know or not. This group over there, and he points to the queen and her followers. Well, they are part of a main culture group of drows that are worshippers of Volkor. They are not particularly from here. They usually are to find in Cendric. So what they're doing here is a little bit of a predicament.
You said Volkor? Right that.
Yes. Vulkoor. So I guess for Dutch people it's Volkor.
Okay, like I got the name, like kind of. It's fine. Okay.
Well, Volkor is what we would say, being an academic myself, is the interpretation of the god known as the Mockery. You can say that they are, well, within their portfolio there would be combat, dishonor, murdery, terror, treachery, all those fun things that you would consider.
Well, then they really must have disliked the last fight.
Yes. Well, both yes and no, I suppose.
Why?
You see, they are also extremely hypocritical. While they approve of terror and murder and combat dishonor for your own powerful gains, and in fact they do actually revel in this. It would be, if you were part of the society and you managed to grow up their ranks by successfully scheming your way to the top, that would be considered as a bit of an honor. Doing it the right way, and I use that in air quotation, is, well, not possible. Not in those areas, at least. However, if you are not part of the flock, then that is frowned upon. So consider that your crew member managed to best one of their soldiers in, well, using cleverness, using his abilities to his strength. It was seen as the ultimate slap in the face for the queen and her men, which, to be fair, I quite enjoyed.
What would it be if Onyx wins the next one?
Yes. I'm not sure it would change much. You've already brought the ire of one of their, what they call her the queen. You have to understand that she's not, but they like to riff around with titles because they then makes them seem more important. She is no queen. Maybe to those that follow her, they see her as a queen, but she has no royalty in her blood. She is powerful, and she's part of one of the more aggressive and powerful families. However, there are a few differences, which we're still trying to figure out in the Dog Engines. This group has been on our radar for quite some time, which I was hoping Lara would be able to help with, consider that she is in a unique position to do so. Maybe even you people would be able to help as well.
How?
Well, there has been stories, signs, and reports of drow groups coming to our parts of the lands, which, as I said, is odd, considered that they usually don't come to these parts. They usually live in Centric, and where they live quite well, so why they would suddenly come here is a bit of a problem. I don't think we're talking about any kind of invasion or anything like that. But we are talking about a group of drows who are already believing in and living under a doctrine that is far away from what we would like to have here in Brilland.
I would look at history
Elara?
check to remember her name.
Elara?
Elara, right. What do you think about this?
Well, those particular drows, I don't like them. They are unloyal, they are filthy, we have to get rid of them. Howsoever. They don't belong here. I don't know why they are here. Maybe they are rid of raiding us over there because they already stole everything we have. But you don't want them here, I can tell you that. I can assure you that. I hate those people. We have to get rid of them. And if I can help with that, I will do that.
You said that
You just see the male elf. He just kind of looks at her with an eyebrow raised and then looks over at you.
I would talk to the twin again. You said that drow elves are coming here, and it sounds like you've been investigating this group for quite a while, so you know that if they had been rising or falling in power.
Your point
I
being?
assume they would be rising currently.
Yes, they are, annoyingly.
What is the impact of this arena to their power?
That is one of the things that we're still trying to figure out.
It seems to me the best way to disrupt their process is to make them question their leadership and expose them, well, powerless. And what better way is there than having a group of people who came in one day ago, having them beat two of their best fighters?
Well, the other guy who was beat was not one of their best fighters. He was a young protege. The only reason that they're taking such a slight to it is because he was the cousin of the queen. Or was the cousin of the queen.
That's a move.
And yes, I see the predicament in her cutting off the head of his... Oh, well, I say cousin, I meant nephew. My mistake. But you have to understand that in the Drow society, especially theirs, power and perception is everything. If you lose that perception, which he did by losing, well, he is effectively worthless.
What can you tell us, or can you tell us anything about the Drow Onyx will be fighting?
I do not know who they've chosen. It's hard to say. They have... She has different champions at her disposal. Some who revel in magic, some who revel in physical prowess, and some a little bit of both.
I see the area on the other side, right? I can see it, where they're eating.
Yeah.
Does it look like the queen is discussing something with someone?
They're sitting at a table and they're just eating and talking. It doesn't seem anything in particular.
The choice was already made, I assume. Would you know how fast that would happen?
To be fair, they hold everything close at hand, and to make it even harder, they only keep company of drows.
Do you know
As you
what
can see, I
this
am not.
is? And I show him the potion of clairvoyance. I show it to him not like, oh, let me put it up in the air. Look what I have. I'm just showing it like under my arm. I'm fine with Alera seeing it as well.
Yes, your point being?
I only need to know when they might be talking about this. I can see them right now. It's not a problem to listen in. I just need to know when I should.
You also have to understand that they are magically very, very skilled. Especially their queen. She's a powerful sorceress.
And you think they might see it?
It's a possibility. It seems that they have a lot of sway with the upper management at this establishment, which is concerning. I wouldn't give them an option to use that even more than necessary.
They see us right now.
Sorry?
Are they looking at us right now?
No, they are sitting and talking. They aren't looking at you guys at all.
They're talking!
Talking?
I drank the potion. No, I don't. Fuck. Okay, fine.
So, you just said they are mainly taking drows into their circle, right?
Correct.
Well, maybe I can try to approach them and see what I can hear.
Do they take, well, random drows that they haven't met before?
Could find out.
Not
It
really.
is a chance.
It is. It would be probably forfeiting your life. Or, put your life into slavery for at least a couple of years until they are sure that you are not a threat.
Well, that's nothing I want to try out, though.
Oh.
And we don't have the time either.
That's true.
There's a saying, and I do apologize for that, Elara, but there's a saying among most people that a good drow is about 15% of their entire race, and they're all slaves. Drows do not have a particularly good reputation in general. These are the worst of the worst. As I said before, they are an outspring of the main group of Volcor established drows. It seems like that this particular group has also begun to look into the way of Lolth, who is also a drow goddess. She's also known as the Spider Queen.
Can you repeat the name?
Lolth, Lolth.
TH. Spider Queen, or like.
Also known as the Spider Queen. She's has many names, this goddess. Queen of Spiders, Queen of Demon Web Pits, and others. Well, it is concerning, consider that it has always been a minor part of their doctrine. Mind you, not that the Volcor is much better, but the way of the Lolth takes it a little bit further, it seems. The Lolth drows have heavy infighting under the pretense of culling the weak. The intent of the Spider Queen, as far as we can tell, is to prevent the rise of other alternative faiths or ideas, which is ironic considering that she's just that.
She wants to get rid of other faiths and beliefs?
She wants to be the one who has the control of the Dark Elves.
Is she an enemy of...
She is an enemy of everything that is decent, proper, and good.
I mean, of these, and I, which point at the group.
No, that group has accepted the way of Lolth.
Okay.
Which is even more disconcerting, and why you would not be able to help here, Laura. The things that they would say, do, or force upon you is... well... it's borderline insane. I mean, who has sacred animals as Arachnites? It's just... problem.
What can you tell us about the rules? We were told it is illegal to physically intervene with the fights.
Yes. That would mean that it is illegal to enter the arena and aid your guy, technically, beforehand at least. It was a rule not to interfere in any way, shape, or form. The wording has been changed quite recently. I suspect, and he looks over at the group, that they're responsible.
Oh, the drows. He's
Yes.
what he means. Okay.
Yeah. If you're expecting a fair fight, which I hope you weren't,
Oh no.
then I can assure you it's not going to be a fair fight.
Which means we are able to help him from the outside.
Quite possibly, yes.
Okay.
Like most religions, which is one of the reasons I find myself not the religious type, the worshippers of love involve a number of rituals and rites, and most of them include sacrifices. As an example, what follows was a secret sacrificial prayer into the abyss, which we obtained from one of our spies inside their group. It reads, "Great Goddess, Mother of the Dark, grant me the blood of my enemies for drink and their living hearts for meat. Grant me the screams of their young for song. Grant me the helplessness of their males for my satisfaction. Grant me the wealth of their houses for my bed. By this unworthy sacrifice I honor you, Queen of Spiders, and beseech you the strength to destroy my foes. By the text alone, that should give you a good shiver down the spine.
Energy, can you send me that?
Sure.
Cool, thanks. He would like probably have some notes out and write some stuff down, and perfect, thanks. Is there anything you can do to help us?
Who says I haven't already? He says with a sly smile.
I would smile and just nod. Do the drows sit in a specific area?
He looks through the window over to the group.
I mean, during the fight.
Same area. That's where they are now. That's their private quarters.
If I were to... Well, you said they can also help from the outside, which means I would be guessing they have spellcasters from the outside that might impact the battlefield.
By of course, most of the sigils in place and protections will ward off the more severe attempts. But I doubt anyone will take any action against them. It seems like their power here is bigger than unexpected.
Okay. What do you know about the dwarf?
Not much. My main focus has been concerning with the drow, since they are the real enemy here. The dwarf is he's nothing more but a slaver. I know for a fact that he has provided slaves and bought from these drows before. He's well aware of who they are.
Well, that seems like they're teaming up, so I would think so.
Well, I'm glad you reached that conclusion, because yes, of course they are. This is not a freeway free-for-all, this is a 2v1 fight. How it was allowed is beyond me, consider that most of the patrons here will frown at this. That might be an angle to use. If you can get enough people in this establishment and around it to raise their concern and displeasure in this, that it is in fact not a fair fight. They never expect a truly fair fight, but in this regard, it's over the line. That might be a way to get some of the upper management to change their mind.
I see.
After all, even though they are scared of the drows, and rightfully so, their forts are towards their money, and if they're losing their patrons, they will get less money. Naturally, they can't have that. I know that your tiefling friend is already working on just this with the other tieflings in the establishment, trying to get them to spread the word. He's not having much success, though.
I think I might be able to help with that.
Good.
Or mess it up completely. We'll see.
He just raises an eyebrow. Yes, your group do have a reputation of doing that.
Well, it's either one extreme or the other for us.
So it seems.
Alera, let me introduce you to the... Well, I look back and there's only Adriel right now, I think, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Onyx
yeah.
is kind of sleeping, and Erendriel went off towards the dwarf, if I remember correctly.
Oh, did you try to do that again, Erendriel, despite being visible?
Yeah.
Well, yep, he's gone.
Yeah, I would just be like, let me introduce you to the Erendriel. After I realize it's only
Well, okay, sure.
and then we go up to Adriel.
All right then. The twin just nods to both of you and turns around, looking through the window, and stands over there.
Mm-hmm. Are the drows looking at him too?
No, consider that they are like direct opposite, and it is a big establishment. So almost see it like the establishment goes all the way around this dark void, which is the arena place.
Oh.
So it's a huge area, and you're looking straight over to the other side right now.
Oh. Okay, got it. So they're really far away.
Technically, yes.
Okay, got it. Is that also where they will be watching the fights from? Or will they like go into a special area?
That is what he assumed, yes.
Okay.
That they would be standing there.
I mean, we saw them in the fight before, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. How big is the area? Is it enough to be put under a silence spell, technically? Just technically. I know it might not work, but just like technicalities.
Unsure. You're not even sure how far there is between the the arena place and between them, because it's kind of like, it's almost like when you're looking through the window, you're kind of like looking through, it seems like you're looking through space and time. Like it's kind of muddy a little bit, and almost like looking into the void, and then you can see something on the other side when you kind of concentrate. So you're not sure.
Okay, got it. We're in the VIP section right now.
You're in the championship and the champions area, so yeah. Sure.
Okay, well, I'll go with the Lara to Adriel. And I guess Malakath, if he's like, I guess he's going to sleep or something.
He's gone to sleep.
Would also fit his character to not really care right now. This is, and I would just, Alara.
Yeah.
Part mate, I'm meditating at the moment, so
I see.
So you're talking to a person that is actually trying?
Oh, he's trying to meditate? Then I wouldn't have gone up to him. I thought you were just eating still.
No.
Oh.
I'm already done with eating.
Ah, well, never mind. Never mind. I think we can't talk to both of these right now. But I do think.
So while you guys kind of figure out what the fuck you want to do, Erendriel, you were going to the dwarf, correct, Erendriel?
Yeah, to get see if I can unnoticeably listen in.
Oh god.
Sure.
Yes.
You come into the main, the normal area, so to speak, which is much bigger than the VIP area. And down at the end, doesn't seem like they've moved much, sits the dwarf in what looks like his 10th ale, and 2 Warforged on the
10th
side.
ale. He's drunk. This is gonna be easy. You got this.
These 2 Warforged are looking the opposite direction, so looking towards everyone who would try to approach. But he sits there alone, just with them.
Is it busy in this area?
Right now, consider how long you guys have been talking back and forth, you would be at dinner time, so yeah, it's busy in terms of people eating and drinking and talking.
I just go sit in a table pretty near them. Hope I can.
Yeah, that's not a problem. There are tables kind of near. You do get some eyes from the Warforged, but they don't say or do anything.
I just listen.
Well, right now he's not talking to anyone. He's just sitting and eating and drinking. So the most things you hear are probably just him burping and eating and kind of mumbling to himself sometimes. How long time are you gonna sit and wait?
How drunk does he seem?
It seems like it's getting to him. A normal person would probably be completely batshit drunk right now, but he seems to be like in the early stages of being drunk.
No.
You assume that him being a dwarf, he can probably take a good amount of ale before he goes down.
I'll just sit there for at least an hour.
At least an hour. Okay. Okay. About 45 minutes in. We're nearing just around 7 o'clock right now. The dark-skinned tiefling, who is the connoisseur of the drows, comes over to the dwarf. He just sits at the same table, and he doesn't even ask permission, anything. He seems to be very much taking in this persona of the drows that he's serving, of being an arrogant ass. And as he sits down, you just hear the dwarf going, just looking up at him. And you just hear another kind of a low growl. What? Have I not done enough of you? The match is already arranged. There's nothing more that I can do. And you hear the tiefling just kind of hisses at him, going, lower your voice. Is everything in place? My queen wants everything to run smoothly. Make me a perception check.
Hey.
Holy shit!
They do lower their voices, but essentially not enough, apparently. You hear him going, I don't particularly mind having to fix things in terms of getting a good profit. But this is much more than that. You have to understand that it is an establishment. I am something. I bring proper fights. And finally, I'm in one of the big ones. And you want me to do anything that you're bidding? What do you expect from me? You already have this fight. Anyone with a normal eyesight can see that it is not a fair fight. It's essentially 2 men versus 1. What do you think would happen if someone were to find out? And the other tiefling goes, frankly, I don't care. We just want them dead. And we want them to suffer for what they did to us. What do you mean for what he did to you? He fought. Maybe it was a bad fight, sure. But he fought and he won. And you just hear the, in a more kind of deathly tone going, watch your mouth, dwarf. Or we might expect that it is you fighting and not one of your men. And you hear an audible, gulp from the dwarf. So, why are you here then? You already got everything you need. Yes, everything is ready. What do you want me to say? Well, first off, which one of your men will be fighting? And there's a long silence from the dwarf. Well, dwarf, what will happen to him in the fight? Your men is... The fight is still a one victor only. You will kill him afterwards, won't you? And you hear a little bit of silence from the tiefling as he goes, "It's none of your concern, is it? You are to provide a fighter. You will be adequately compensated." You mean compensating for sending one of my men into the death? Not something that I have not done before, you see. But I do not want to risk sending one of my best into the fight that I already know he will lose. You will get Brute. One of my Warforged fighters. Nothing so special about him. Won't cost me too much to lose him, I suppose. He's handy with a spear, though. Erendril, make me a performance check.
Oh boy. Whew.
Okay. It's probably the slowest anyone has eaten a stew. But so far you've done it without having any kind of suspicion mounted towards you.
Nice. It's very cold already. He acts like it's hot.
Make me another perception check.
That's great. Holy
Okay.
shit, dude.
Well, this brute, will he be enough to assist in killing this onyx? Or that tin can can't do anything. Did you know that I already actually know the guy? I got rid of him many years ago. It won't be a tough fight, which is why I'm concerned. It will seem almost too easy. It will hurt my reputation, and I expect proper compensation. You will be compensated as per the agreement that has been made. And you can't hear it, but you can like feel him shaking his head kind of violently because he's so drunk. You probably have a problem controlling it 100%. No. Before they made the deal, there was a lot of changes since then. If you made changes to the deal, then so can I. I want double the payment. That has already been agreed. The tiefling goes, "You're very bold of a dwarf trying to extort more money out of my queen. Your queen? Aren't you supposed to be neutral? You're supposed to be here for the masters, are you not?" You can hear he's talking a bit too loudly, which prompts both the Warforged and everyone else to kind of like look around. But with your performance, you kind of blend in with the rest. There are some people kind of look over, and so they're looking at several people kind of look over, and they're trying to just menacingly tell people with their body language to look the other way. Lower your voice, you stupid dwarf. Fine. You will get the normal payment from the queen and double the amount that will come out of the pocket of the masters. Do you have an agreement then? You can't hear it, but as much as feel that he's just smugly kind of sitting back in his chair, making himself sit better. Yes, I do believe that we have a deal. Out of curiosity, who's gonna fight for the queen? It hasn't been decided yet, apparently. Several of the men and women in the group wants to be there. In fact, they have all put forward their names to the queen as wanting to find and avenge the queen's nephew. Well, are you telling me that the queen ordered her nephew to be beheaded for losing a fight? Her own flesh and blood. Surely that cannot be so. You do not understand the ways of the Drows, so I would suggest that you keep your fat nose out of it. It was a mistake, this. You have your deal, Tiefling. Now let me eat my supper. You hear the Tiefling stand up. And as he walks away, he goes in very close to the dwarf. If you try to twig our queen, you will be hunted down to the ends of the world. You don't hear a response from the dwarf, but you hear the tiefling goes off, and you see him also go over towards the area on the left side, which there are additional doors, and he goes through one of them. You presume he's going back to his house. As he's long enough away for the dwarf to be out of earshot, you can hear him going, making deals with fucking drows. I need to go to another city. This was a mistake. Waitress! More beer. That's probably the last bit of information you'll get out of him tonight.
I was gonna say, me and, well, I was gonna tell...
You're lacking, we can't understand you, Gecko.
How about now?
Now you can.
Okay, so I was gonna suggest to Alera that we go to the big area, to spread the word. Put that in brackets. So we would come in, and I would, if I can I see Randriel?
Make a perception check.
I will make a perception check. There we go. Shit.
Not really. He's pretty good at blending in, so you assume he's there with all the other patrons eating and drinking, but you can't really find him.
Okay. Alara, if you see a... Wait, do you know what Randriel looks like? Did the twin tell you?
She doesn't. She does not know the group.
Well, if you see someone... How many people in the hood are here?
A lot.
Alright, never mind. I'll try and find them, but I think the twin mentioned it already. If we are able to spread the word a little bit, that might force them to fight more fairly. For the, fame of this arena and the honor of this arena, they do seem to try and make this place somewhat trustworthy for everyone who comes here. And I'm sure they wouldn't like, news like this for their establishment.
Ilera would look to the drow group, then back to you, and would just say, do you think they will trust the drow saying that the drows won a fight that is unfairly? Do you think it's a good idea for me to run around and tell them what they are gonna do?
No, I think I can take care of that.
Yeah, she then looks for something to do, I guess.
You can follow around and, hypingly agree with whatever I'm saying, if you want to. I'm sure there might be some people here, and I look around at the very drunk male humanoids that,
so that's
would
what
like
you want
to
me to
agree
do.
with a woman.
Okay,
It's kind of it's still kind of early. Like dinner is just being served, so most people here are not particularly drunk.
Not yet. Okay.
Well, I mean, some might become, some might not. It seems unusually packed. It seems that there has at least been rumors out there that a big fight would come. So there has been anticipation, which your tiefling also warned that would kind of happen, since it's not every day that a midnight fight would be arranged. So it seems like it's pretty packed. There's a lot
Do
of
I
people
see
in
a
here.
group of people that is like looking somewhat drunk already?
No, you see several groups that are in high spirit, but not drunk. Just, you know.
But like, is there a lot of alcohol around them? I want to know if they want to get drunk, if they're planning on it, all that stuff.
There seems to be a long table of about 6 different people, which in anywhere else you would probably see them as mercenaries, who seems to have been ordered a lot of ale and wine, but they don't seem drunk in any way. It just seems like to be in good spirit and in for a good showing, perhaps.
Okay. Do I get free stuff here?
No.
No? Shit. Because I do in the VIP section.
Not here, so...
Yeah, that's fair. Right, so... If I, like, what I would know about generally being in Sharn and how people behave, in these situations, is it normal or very, very abnormal for someone to just join a table and say, what do you know about the fight, blah blah blah, stuff like that? What would I know about that?
It's not that common. I mean, it's... I think even us ourselves would be kind of like, where the fuck did you come from? Kind of a feeling like you're not part of our group.
Okay, that's fair. That's why I have a Lara.
But I mean,
What?
depends on the way you're going to do it, I guess.
Do I see a bow on a Lara?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I see.
Maybe. Depends on if she got it when she was introduced. I don't know that.
You should have it in your inventory.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then yeah, you do.
It's more of a question of would she have it on her?
Most
walk
likely
around
not
with
in that place.
Okay, so no.
How do you fight?
I do either fight with my bow or with my sickles. That's mostly what I do, but I prefer using my bow. But I thought in a room like that, it wouldn't be such a good idea to run around with a longbow.
How many
notice
people
on the
here have
side.
weapons?
Not that many. Like most people.
Oh,
have them.
interesting.
Like people usually have their weapons, like melee weapons at their side, swords and stuff like that, daggers, and in your friend's case, 2 sickles, but not like longbows and stuff like that. It's would be a bad place to fight in with a
Sure,
ranged
but
weapon.
just having them around doesn't.
Yeah,
okay,
people
fair
still
enough.
have their weapons on them as on
Yeah,
the
that's
person.
that's what I asked. Okay. Okay. Well, I think we should just say we are here to bet on the fighters.
And
That should
then,
be. I think you can leave the rest to me.
okay, if you say so.
But we are just 2 friends coming here to bet on the fights. And, well, you might have been thinking about a fight yourself. I'm sure we can add that in.
I doubt that. Why would I want to fight right now? I don't even currently know what your group is about and what it wants really to do.
The
only reason I'm here is to fight the drows.
I'm getting a feeling you're not that good at lying.
She is not good with people at all.
Never mind then. I'll try to take as much of the talking as possible. And if you don't have to, don't try not to lie. Just bend the truth a little.
Okay, but I will just try to remain silent then.
There's still multiple hours left, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm not gonna fuck with the Drow Queen. Because they're in their special quarters, and I'm gonna trust the twin here and not put a clairvoyant spell orb in there. I think we should wait a little more until people here get a little more drunk. And keep an eye out for... I'll try and keep an eye out for an Undreal. Not like you can help, really.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly. I don't know. Moral support. And I would, just for now, stand there with her and... So I want to, like, a little bit look around what kind of people are the loudest. Like, very much, like, a lot of talking, blah,
that
blah,
would
blah.
be that group as mentioned before.
Perfect. And I'll wait a little bit until they get more drunk. And I would get some food to not just be standing around the whole time, and look for Erendriel while I'm waiting, so if I can see him.
I mean, how long are you gonna wait?
No, I'll wait for a while. Like, we have 6 hours, I think, right? And I'm not gonna wait 6 hours. I'm just gonna wait for a little bit, like half an hour, 40 minutes, 50. That's fine. I don't mind. And I'm sure Erendriel is gonna come looking for us at some point too. So.
Right, well, I mean, after some time, I guess it would be about an hour before Erendriel would be finished eating, I guess, and the tiefling would have left the dwarf.
Mm-hmm. So there's 5 hours left. Wait, 6 or 5? 6, 5.
5.
Okay.
No, well, you left at between 6 and 5.
Okay. Yep.
I mean, right now, Erendriel would the dwarf is not talking to anyone anymore. How would you be sitting there still, or what would you do?
I would sit there for a little longer.
You would what?
I would sit there for a little longer.
Okay. So basically, you guys are in a large room, opposite sides of the room. You don't know where each other are. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I mean, I think he meant he's gonna sit for a little longer and then leave, or did you just mean sit for a little longer and that's it?
Yeah, I would eventually probably leave. Yeah.
Right. So, when you begin leaving, you would probably also do that in a stealthy manner, or try to at least.
Yes.
We don't realize that he is going back.
That would be funny.
You don't realize anything because you haven't been told anything.
That's true.
So, with a 13 perception, Erendriel making a stealth check.
Yeah, is he looking for us?
He has no idea you would be there, so why would he?
Fair enough.
You don't see him.
Would I notice him with my passive perception by chance?
Consider that you are trying to be stealthy and not draw attention. No, you wouldn't.
Okay, fair enough.
It would only be when you came back you would be like, where the fuck is everyone? The only one you can see Erendriel is the male twin who's still standing at the window looking through it. Seems like he has been standing here for quite a while.
And look out in the room, like see if I see them.
There's no one's near. Like everyone is either gone to bed or resting or not here.
Then I would sustain that they probably went there as well into the flap area and go back.
Okay. When you come back, you do see Eladio like squeamishly standing in one of the corners trying to look at people. He's been standing there looking at other people for a long time now.
No, I would have like talked to Alera and made it seem like we were just talking.
Sure, but you would have been doing that for a long time now. You kind of stand out a little bit, but you see that they're standing over there just talking, and
I go over to them.
Okay.
I found out who the dwarves fighter is.
Is he saying that really loud?
No, I don't say that really loud.
Oh, that's perfect. Who is it?
A Warforged named Brute. Apparently he's pretty good with his spear. Probably not a caster in that case.
Okay, that's good to know.
And the Drow appear to not have chosen a fighter yet.
Okay.
There were multiple that wanted to avenge the nephew of the queen.
Do you know by any chance if... Oh yes, we heard about the nephew. By the way, this is Elara, and I would introduce her to him.
She would look up for a moment because she literally just spaced out in the conversation because she realized she wasn't really a part of it, and would just be like, "Yeah, hi, who are you?"
Emmanuel.
Okay. And then she would just space out again.
The twin brought her here, well, to help us. Maybe now, also in the future.
See about that. I don't know, maybe.
Well, that would be up to you. Do you know which one of the Warforged is Brute? Did, when he tell you by any chance, one of the Warforged react to it?
Did I notice anything like this?
No idea.
No, I'm not sure.
A name is a good first step. Now we just need to... Well, we can try and physically find him, but it's very good to know that he uses a spear, and will more probably be mostly a melee fighter. I suppose you can throw it. We were talking to the twin, and he said, if we are able to spread the word of this unfair fight, it will draw down the, well, the looks and the honor of this establishment. And then, potentially, the masters will backpedal a little from this fight and make it more fair.
Okay.
I think that could be of great help for Onyx if we manage to do it. How drunk is the group next to us?
Seems like they're holding it. Like, it's not, if you're waiting for them to be completely batshit drunk, it seems like you're gonna wait for a long time. People are here to watch a fight.
How much does alcohol cost, Energy? How much does it cost?
Depends on how much you want. And what
I'm looking at the prices. I want the one that is making people drunk.
In here.
Okay, what do they have on their table? What are they drinking?
They are drinking both ale and mainly ale and wine.
I want to look at the prices of the ale and wine that they're drinking.
Well, they're drinking them in big bowls.
What are the prices like on the price charts of the, stuff?
Right. If you want them in the same size as they have with the ale, it would cost you 2 gold per one of those big cups they have.
Okay.
And if you want the wine, it's a little bit more expensive, like twice the amount.
Is there like a big barrel or something like that?
A barrel?
Mm-hmm. Something big.
You can get a smaller keg for, that would be about 12 gold.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How much ale is that?
The equivalent of 12 gold? There's a lot.
Right, so I'm wondering if I can get them drunk by buying them shit, right? Now my question is it enough? Or how much would I need to buy if I'm thinking about this?
Eberron drinks free.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were free.
In the VIP section.
No, overall.
Pretty sure in the FE section.
I asked Energy, he said not here.
Right here where you are right now, there are still some payments. Particularly drinks. Food is free. Food you can get. But drinks...
Last time it was the other way around.
Oh, I don't remember. That's why I asked him.
Because 18 plates for premium platter of 5 gold.
See here my notes.
Oh, right. And Onyx bought it. Yeah, I remember. Holy shit. Yeah, Onyx got a shit ton of ale.
That's why I love this place so much.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything in particular, but I remember a sandwich.
The food, yes, you have to. When it's a premium, you have to pay more for it. You can buy alcohol. That is the good stuff. The free stuff is well, it's not bad ale, but it's meh. If you want the premium stuff, you would have to pay.
Yeah.
There's 6 people on the table.
No, right now there's only 5. So you can get them free drinks, which is just not the best beer, but it's beer.
I have a question.
But technically they can get themselves free drinks if they paid for food, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter. Okay.
But does Ilera by now know that the group had a winning fight before?
I think
she would know. Yeah. She would know.
Okay.
Eladio, what do you seek to achieve by getting them drunk more than them not being drunk?
Is there like any music around or something like that? Is there any bards playing stuff?
Not particularly right now, no.
Would the fact that the group won a fight before maybe make it easier to get them introduced to the group by, like, I don't know, saying or being there and having a fight won and stuff like that?
Are you asking them or asking me?
I'm
gonna start playing on the dulcimer.
Sure, but let Hawkeye speak, thanks.
Sorry, yeah.
I'm asking you right now.
Right, well, try and find out.
I'm just gonna start playing on the dulcimer.
Just try. If you feel like that might be a card to play, yeah.
I only know Eladio really a bit better now. She would look to him and just be like, well, maybe just go there as a winner and try to get their attention. Maybe they will like you, maybe not, we will see. What can you lose?
I will keep that in my mind, and I start playing the dulcimer. But I will nod and I will appreciate like the idea. It's a good idea, and then I'll start playing the dulcimer.
Sure.
So how well can I make up a song about us winning the first fight against the Minotaurs and the Medusa?
On the spot? I mean, that's up to you. You can't ask me to figure something out.
Right, okay, fair enough.
But you do you with your character, and we'll see how it goes.
That's why I mean, can I roll something like a performance for the text as well, or is that just because otherwise, for now, I'll just be singing, and then I'll think about a text later on.
I mean, you can shine a turret, but it's still a turret, you know?
For now, I'll just play music.
Okay.
And I can't use my Glamour Weave, just saying, because I used it already today, and it can only be once per day. But I would cast Guidance on myself right before I do it.
Okay.
So only in the beginning I have that. Yeah, and then I'll just play, and I'll walk around and just play at a few, like, around the tables a little bit.
Make my performance check.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a 32.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds decent enough for people to be nodding
yeah.
along and giving you a nod and not being looking annoyed at least.
Nice.
I'm not annoyed at him. That's a
At least they're not annoyed. Okay. Well,
new change.
All right. Which group is enjoying this the most?
I mean, there doesn't seem to be anyone in particular that really enjoys it. They just, it's nice background music, and nobody seems annoyed or anything by it. But I mean, they seem to be appreciating it. But that's about it.
Fair enough. I'll play for a little bit, and like probably 10 minutes, I would say, and then I would go back to those two, to Erendriel and Ilera, sit down, just say, okay, let's go and sit down, and then sit down at the table where the other 5 are.
Okay, I mean, as you stop, you do get some applauses, and when you then
and I'm gonna bow, I'm gonna be like, oh.
I mean, just stop playing after only 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, well, okay. That was quick.
Well, I'll play more, just don't wait. The night is young. That's what I'm gonna say. The night is young! And then I'll say, oh, I'm gonna need a drink. And then I'm gonna sit down next to these guys.
Okay. Well, so sit down at their table. They just kind of nod to you and at first they're just easy going and eating and smiling, and there is a female elf who is sitting. She's a little bit in the background. She just quietly nod to you. She has short black hair that kind of goes a little bit over her face. She has a kind of a weird like jewel on her that she's wearing on her face, on her forehead, and holding up her hair basically. That she has kind of intricate armor that seems to be very well made, both chain and mail armor. And she is brandishing a massive round shield on her, like beside her, and a big fucking mace on the table. Opposite of her is a very gallant young man with long brown hair. Looks like he has a bit of a playful smile to him. He is in a long blue robe and a intricate staff with a beautiful stone. You're not sure what kind of stone that are intricate into the wood in the top of the staff. Beside him is a dwarf who is with a big, beautiful beard. His helmet is placed on the table. A beautiful, intricate helmet with a big jewel in the forehead and a hair comb all the way from the front end of the helmet to the back, a bit like the Romans had it. He's also brandishing a big armor on. And he is carrying 2 one-handed axes on his side.
Okay.
And in front of him, the last one, who's part of the party, sits a kind of like a purplish tiefling. With kind of deep purple, almost black eyes. He has horns that goes all the way down along with his hair to the backside of his head. It looks a little bit like the horns you would see on a goat, where it kind of follows the head that way, and then it suddenly spirals.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting with kind of like a normal attire with some leather and a little bit of chain on it. He doesn't have any visible weapons on him.
Okay. So there's 4 people on the table right now. With us,
Yeah, those were
7.
the 4. On the 5th one would be at the far end of the table. So put him at the far end of the table and the others across each other.
Mm-hmm.
And the far end of the table, you see a human who is black in color, who has who has 2 different eye colors. One is brown, one is blue. He looks like extremely like ordinary, but kind of like with an air of self-importance almost. Not arrogance, but just like he knows what he's worth kind of thing.
It's the Onyx of the group.
You don't know. I mean, he's brandishing like kind of like a kind of same kind of armor as the tiefling has.
Yeah.
And he has a sword on his side.
Okay. I would just say, you guys look like you're here to fight.
The male human with the long hair just looks over at you. Might not be wrong. Well, we actually were for a fight, but it seems like the fight has already been taken here at midnight. So now we will watch the show, and we will see. Maybe we will be able to get in on the action.
What do you mean, get in on the action? You're expecting to bet?
Of course, we are expecting to bet, and we want to know that maybe we'll be able to fight wherever it's going to be the winner. It's all very exciting.
Have you fought here before?
No, not yet. Yeah, not yet.
I like to see new people here. Let me get drinks for the whole table. And I would raise my arm and get someone over, if that's possible. Is that like how it works?
Yeah,
here?
that would be
Right.
possible. Yeah.
Right, and then I would get the 2 gold ale that you were describing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I would get it for everyone but a Rendriel. Well, no, never mind. I'll just get it for a Rendriel too. I know he's not going to drink it, but I'll get it anyway.
So everyone gets a drink?
Yes, that would be
16 gold?
Yes, 8. Yes, 16. I'll remove that, and that's...
Unless you get the yellow, you can just see the dwarf going, "Aye, now you're speaking. Finally, some good ale."
What brought you here?
I believe my companion just told you. We're here to both do some fighting and watch some fighting, eh? And get drinks.
Get drinks indeed. We've fought here before, and I must say, well, it's been strange. A bit.
Since the others are eating a drink, and you hear the female elf with the black hair going, "Oh, is that so? So did you win at least?"
Yes, we've won twice. Actually, well, once as a group. I'm sure you would want to fight as a group.
That is how we conduct ourselves the most, yes.
Energy, do they all have a similar looking gem on them? Because you said that 3 of them had a gem. Like 1 in the staff, 2 on their heads in the area. They're not,
yeah, but the gems are not the same.
Okay, it's not like a connection. Okay.
Nope. Well, it doesn't seem like it, at least.
Sorry, what did she just say after I said that we had won the first as a group? I asked if they were the right. Okay, I remember. Well, let me say this: when you come here for the first time, they won't pay you a lot, but if you do win, it's worth it for the future.
She just smirks and starts drinking a little bit more, and the tiefling just kind of looks over at you. What makes you think this is our first time?
Didn't you say you were here the first time?
No, we just said that we hadn't fought here before.
I see. What do you know about the fight later tonight?
It's a midnight fight, which means that it would be some kind of a big showing. As far as we've heard, it's a freeway free fall, which is interesting. Normally it's between two sides. Having a third one makes it, well, interesting.
I'm thinking right now.
As you're sitting in and talking,
I would just be eating while I do that, right?
But yeah. The six member of the group comes over and sits down as well. Oh, hello. Who are these dashing people that we have here in our establishment all of a sudden?
Does he look like a bard?
He does not look like a bard. He does look in a leathery black cloak that looks more fancy than practical. He is pale white, like completely pale. His hair is white as well. He has elven ears, and he has red irises.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know you were coming, so one more drink it is.
I shift to think that he both.
Good thing I ordered it.
Politeness. Very good. My name is Astario.
My name is Eladio.
Welcome.
You are with these people here?
With this band of misfits, yes.
I heard you're here to bet tonight.
Hopefully doing much more than that, but we'll see.
What do you... I know that there's a, well, three-way fight, and it is at midnight. And I've been here long enough to know that that is something special. But it was explained to me that you have been here before, all of you. Not fighting, but betting, I suppose, or watching. How long was it since the last time?
Oh, we haven't been here for many months. We've been out doing our own adventure. What's the matter? Did Captain take your tongue?
There's something that I know about later, which, well, I picked it up on the side.
Right.
I think I can tell you. And I'm scooching in a little bit.
The female elf kind of looks over at you. Why do I get the idea that you were already planning to tell us this, no matter what?
Are you not interested?
You certainly are interested in telling us, and since now you've done the pleasure of buying us different kind of ales, why don't you just proceed? I'll even pretend I didn't even notice that you were gonna ask us something, or tell us something.
I smile at her.
She doesn't smile back.
That's fine. That's fine. I lean back again, and I say, just like you here, we came here as a group to fight. And just like one would expect from an arena this large and this, I'm looking for the word energy, like, I don't want to say epic, I want to say like grandiose, something like that. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay. I would say everyone who comes here expects a certain amount of fairness and rules. The fighter who will be fighting later on will not be in a fair fight. It is exposed as a 1v1v1, and that's what it's publicly named. But what it actually will be is a 1v2. Now, anyone here betting or fighting themselves would benefit from pushing this establishment away from corruption. Wouldn't you agree? And I would look at that specific elven woman who's exposed me in brackets.
What I would agree is that I did not come here to have a lecture in morality. And you hear the dwarf going, it's not so much as a lecture of morality. If we're expecting to fight and play some money, I want to make sure that it's actually done in a proper way. So tell me, how did you come up with this information? And how can I know that you're not just...
The man who will be fighting is from our group.
Darling, I believe we figured that out some time ago, but please do go on.
He is a Warforged. And after defeating, well, after one of us, you might have seen this fight, defeated a drow in the water arena, the, well, drows didn't take it kindly. Not all of them, and I look at Ilaria. She's one of the good ones, but...
She tries to smile in that situation. looks the other way, like, yeah.
They kind of just look you over a little bit and then look back at Ilaria.
I believe we will all profit from a fair establishment. And I believe it is important to spread the word among the people who are being lied to and who are risking their lives when they come here and decide to fight.
If you don't mind me saying, I believe that you have actually taken the wrong approach here. I had to agree with my friend. Most people that come here do not come to fighting. Most people that come here come for betting and a good time. Would probably take that approach more.
Let's say it like this then. I don't think the fight would be very interesting if one will just be teamed up upon and the other one will just get murdered without doing anything anymore after that.
At least I see one of you at least had a brain.
Also, the chances that you're betting on are chances that are dependent on a 1v1v1 fight, not a 1v2 fight. Everyone who bets on the candidate that is teamed up against is, well, being betrayed.
Yes, I do believe we see the predicament, the tiefling says. Consider that there will be only one winner, meaning that two of the contestants will lose and are thus bad bets.
Well, one is an especially bad bet.
Anyone with a bit of, well, there's only one winner, is there not?
There is.
Alright. Then it's fair to assume that there is no fair play between the two of us as well. Meaning that there is anyone with a bit of math can tell you that there is a bigger odds of choosing the wrong one. Overall, this is a bad business proposition to even start betting on, consider it's already been wrecked. I agree with my companions here. That would probably be the way that I would also frame this. more than trying to do it as a moral predicament.
Who were you planning to bet on?
See the human at the other far end, the black guy with two different eyes, just looks at you and just goes, "I don't believe that's actually any of your business. But nice of you to ask. And thank you for the information. I think we would probably keep our coins in our purses." The others just kind of agrees.
Okay, that's fine. I'll stand up.
They just kind of look at you. Like,
No, I'll leave. That's okay.
good luck, though.
Elara takes a look in that group and just follows Alario. Because she didn't say anything anyway, so.
They just look over at you, Andrew, being the only one who's there left. Consider that you're the only one with actually a little bit of brain of you guys. Would probably keep on that talk that you have. You won't be betting. We thank you all for your information. It helps us. And consider that you have technically helped us. I think it's only fair that we also help them, no? And you can see the others kind of nod, and the elf woman goes, "I don't even need to be helping anyone here." "Well, to be fair, darling, you never help anyone other than yourself. I would be lucky if you were to help me now and then." She doesn't even smile, she just kind of acknowledges it. Then the pale elf male goes, "Well, tell your friend and whoever else of your kind that we will spread the word as well from here. Of course, we don't want to see anyone doing a bad bet. We came here for a bit of fun. Having a rigged fight is not the kind of fun that we were hoping for. And it's not the kind of fun that I am going to partake in." And you see him kind of like look you up and down in a way that kind of makes you, like, your spine crawl a little bit.
Thank you. And I nod at them and go after Gladio.
Okay. As you, well, maybe a perception check.
What did you say?
Make a perception check.
Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Jesus.
Nice.
Okay. As you turn around and walk away, you suddenly get the feeling of someone being, like, extremely close to you, like all the way up in your, like, neck almost, and the back of your and to the back of you. And as you kind of quickly turn your head around, it disappears as fast as it gets. But you do manage to see that the pale elf was staring in, like, basically staring in your back. And as soon as you turn around, a little bit too fast for him to be able to hide, he kind of looks away.
Pale elf.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Guy that came, that was the guy that came in the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 6 ones, okay.
I would like to well, pay a little attention if I do see them spread the word. This is like regardless of him saying that just now to Renril, because I wouldn't know right now. But I would want to see if they talk to others.
I mean, right now they're just enjoying their own company, but they also have a handler, and you see that they definitely do have a long talk with their handler, who begins, after talking to them, he looks kind of like annoyed, and it seems like he's also going around talking to some of the other handlers as well. So you're not sure if it's that particular thing, but something was said at least.
Okay. When Rendril comes back, I'm just gonna be like, well, it didn't go quite as expected, but the handlers don't seem happy.
They did tell me at the end that they would try to spread the word.
I think we can try another attempt. We can just sit down at a table over there and then, talk about it. And then if people hear it, that's fine. And if they don't, will you speak a little louder? What do you think?
Yes, it seems like it would work.
Okay. And then I guess we get an ale, and we like a normal like free one, and we just sit near a table where there's like people sitting around, just talking to each other and eating and stuff.
Yeah, there are plenty of those around.
Right. And then I would just ask Ilera about, like a few basic stuff, small talk, and then while we're also talking, we would start talking about this whole arena, and then I would bring that up that I heard this this rumor that this fight is rigged and that I won't be betting on it because of that.
Okay.
And I want to know if... Yeah.
I want all three of you to make me a performance check.
Oh boy! Come on, Ilera. Yes.
Okay.
Well,
It is enough to get it spread, and you hear it being talked about on different tables. Both you and Erendual is decent at it. You're doing it pretty well as doing it as a nonchalant kind of talk, while every time Ilara speaks, it seems very forced.
Oh,
like
what? That is incredible.
Yeah, precisely. Like, as soon as you come in a nonchalant saying, I actually don't think I will be betting at this because, as far as I've heard, it's kind of rigged, and it's just sad that they're doing like that. She's just like, yes, it's very sad that it's rigged. It's really like she's saying that, like looking
Can
around.
Can I give her a look of just be quiet?
Like
don't
more
say
than
anything.
one to kind of kick her in the shin, and be like, come on, be fucking normal.
This was your first role, I think, right?
yes.
Perfect.
And eventually it's better, but he's historic self, so he just agrees and doesn't really elaborate, which sometimes you're like, it wouldn't hurt you that you're like kind of elaborating on it, and he's like, oh yes, definitely, like, oh well, okay, fuck it. But it seems to have taken some effect, and there are definitely people who has been listening in and heard it and are talking among themselves.
Okay, perfect. That's it. As soon as I realize that there's enough talk in this area, then I would go to the VIP section. Back.
Okay.
How much time is left? Because this would have probably
Right now, talking with them and everything, we're talking 4 hours.
That means Adriel is back in 1 hour?
Between 8 and 9, so...
Adriel
would
I think he might already be back almost.
Adriel would be back in like half an hour maybe.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah, back to the VIP section. I want to listen around if I can hear this rumor in the VIP section. And I would tell that to Erendriel, to Erendriel and Ilera as well. Hawkeye, try to change your name in
I did already.
Okay.
I did. I just forgot about it before I rolled.
No,
I'm
it's fine.
sorry.
Yeah, I generally forget until my first roll as well.
Right, so I want to listen in if the rumor made it over here.
I mean, you basically just left, so not yet.
Okay, that's fine. Just like know that generally I'll be preparing for it.
Let me after some time, about half an hour, it does begin spreading. It seems like it's spreading through the handlers, who are getting more and more annoyed that they're not getting money in from betting because people don't want to bet.
Yep, perfect.
And as you come back to the EVP and you guys kind of relax and wait to hear more, you notice that the twin is still standing at the window, the exact same spot you left him. He's just been standing there for hours now.
Okay.
I go over to him.
Yeah, same.
He kind of just standing there with his hands over behind his back, standing there like in kind of like a normal soldier stance, and he's just looking across the other way of the windows.
Noticed anything interesting?
Define interesting.
Anything that would be useful in the situation we're in?
No. Not really. Not really. And as you look over at the other eye, you see that the Drow Queen is looking straight back at you guys.
Nice.
Oh.
Epic.
We've been hearing this weird staring contest for quite some time now. I think it started as a little bit of a curiosity for both of us, and now it's turned into who steps away first, I think. Not sure. Either that or she's magically influencing my mind, which I don't believe has happened yet.
Not too long ago, I've heard they hadn't chosen a fighter yet.
My God.
Oh, they'll probably wait until the very end.
I think we will leave you to this. And I would go over to Adriel, still meditating, which should be like pretty much done soon.
Yeah, it's beginning to wake up.
Mm-hmm. Adriel, this is someone new.
So, you had to wait until you had to stand to my face while I still was meditating until you introduced me to our new companion.
Well, in the beginning, I didn't know you were meditating.
Aha. Well,
So-
just for that reason, let that slide. Hello, I am Adriel Rokana. Nice to meet you. Who are you?
Finally, someone who introduced themselves properly. I'm Alara. I'm new to this whole country, you could say.
Ah. A pleasure to meet you.
It's also my pleasure.
So, how did everything went for you guys in regards to our mission?
Found out
Yes.
fight with the dwarf.
Okay. Great job, brother, as always.
Indeed.
But can you share the information to me, please?
A warforged named Brute uses a spear. Not his best fighter, I've heard. Because knew he was gonna die anyway.
Yeah, I mean, then just dispose of your least valuable asset. Seems like a smart plan. From the dwarf's perspective, at least. That means that the threat will come from the drows. Did you hear anything from that?
They hadn't chosen a fighter yet.
And we probably won't be able to know who the fighter is because they will choose them right before the fight starts.
Smart from the queen.
What we have managed to do as well is spread the word about an unfair fight that you shouldn't bet on because it was rigged. And it seems like, well, all of the tieflings here who have been walking around trying to get people to do bets aren't doing too well.
All right, smart plan coming from you, Eladio. So, anything else I should be knowing before I'm buffing our great champion for his fight?
The drow used a spell called Fairy Fire. I've used it myself in the past. If you are evasive enough, you can dodge the effect.
Alright,
evasive. That is one spell that I know they will have. Which means he is already protected against the darkness, and with that buff, he might be able to be just a little faster.
Have you also asked dear Alara if she could aid our champion?
I have not yet.
Oh my.
I wanted more people to be there.
It's fine. Alara, are there assets that you have that could prove beneficial for our champion?
That is a quite good question, to be honest. As I said, I'm very new to everything, and here I'm literally ripped out of my home country, and there I never really had to fight or cast anything for others. So, what are you having in mind?
Well, first of all, I don't. What are your specialities?
Help!
Your specialty in this case would, of course, be with the longbow. you are a hunter after all.
Ranger, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Ranger. So
Sure.
it's up to you how you want to portray it and how you want to tell these guys about it. But your strength is with your.
But I mean, that's not what it's all about right now, isn't it? I mean, it's about the spells. Or not, because I cannot
you can
stand
check-
at the outside of the arena and shoot arrows.
You can
No.
check D&D Beyond what kind of spells you have.
From roll 20s, you can also.
I know the
But
spells.
she needs to check the ones that are
Hey,
prepared.
it's fine. I'll be helping you. Don't worry.
Sorry that I just asked that. Really?
You don't really have anything that like in the way that they want to that can help.
Okay, okay.
Unfortunately,
Technically, Fairy Fire could help.
I don't have that.
you have
during
you have
fights.
other skills.
Ah. Well, I mean, is Eberron gonna say that, or?
I don't know. I think she will just look at him and just shrug for a second, look at the rest of the group, and is like, I'm not really sure if I can help you with that, honestly.
Well, it was a try. Well, at least be
Have in
welcome
mind-
in our small group, at least.
Oh, I need
Yes,
to
Eladio.
we can cast spells from the outside that affect the arena. Not
Ah.
physically, but
Mhm.
I believe.
What are you planning?
Well, the entire rule the twin described to me was.
Oh,
cannot-
it's a male twin here.
Oh, he's over there.
So, hang on. Is he also the one that made the plan for this undertaking then?
Undertaking them.
With the whole betting problem?
Oh yes, he dodged us in the right direction.
Okay, now I understand. Alright, you got me there. Good. So, yeah, what is your idea with this new information?
I need to find what exactly I wrote down.
Oh,
Sorry. This is super weird because I just wrote it down. What the fuck?
maybe you wrote it down in your mind.
Yeah, I suppose. The only rule of the arena is that we cannot enter it, but we can help from the outside.
Ah, got you there, buddy. So you want me to use my...
I'm saying it's possible.
But that means that I cannot enhance his ability if I have
What
the
about plant growth?
plant growth, you say? So you mean my ability to fertilize the soil, even though you have never seen it, right?
Wait, have you not?
No, thanks.
Yeah,
Spike
Oh.
growth, not
Right.
plant growth. Well, I might be able to help with the arena, but it could also restrain Onyx a bit.
I just wanted to mention it, and as well for Alera. Alera, if you have spells that can help Onyx while he is in the arena by making it easier for him to hit their targets with, well, for example, Fairy Fire, which I know you can cast because you are a drow, and I've been able to cast it myself.
As far as I know, she doesn't have that.
Yeah, she has. She
Does
has it.
she?
No, she does not. She's a different kind.
Thank
What?
you.
She's not?
Thank
It's
you.
in her. It's in her fucking
It's not.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah, but not. No.
It depends on which kind of drow you are and what kind of speciality you're wanting.
Ooh.
I'm just saying it's in her.
I already told you guys from the very beginning
fine.
that in Eberron things works differently. So no,
Okay.
she does not.
All right, never mind.
She instead can do something called dancing light, but you're not going to use that much here.
No, probably not.
Thank you, voice in our heads, for that one.
Anytime.
What about darkness? Can you cast that one?
I can't.
Ah,
I see.
well,
I'm very sorry that I'm not much of a
But you
help
can-
here.
You can do a neat rope trick.
Actually,
and then she's like, "What's this?"
I
Well,
know
never
what it-
mind. I take it all back.
thanks.
Oh my god, that's so useless.
Actually,
No, maybe it's good. Let me read it. You touch the length of
In
rope
this
for 6
scenario,
feet.
it isn't.
Okay. What Onyx didn't say.
That's another voice you read.
Yes.
Inderdaad, is het. Dan probeer het een few of those.
we're going to a psychiatry.
Well, you're not allowed to shoot arrows in there, so I
Mhm.
assume
So,
at the very least.
magical means, you say. So, there are
Well,
some we can do.
I might be able to help him, as long as I don't break my concentration. What I could technically do, since we do know he's fighting a Warforged, is cast Heat Metal on the Warforged. If he does wear armor.
Right.
And if that is the case, then, well, he will be, he will have a problem. What I'm worrying about is that the enemy might do the same thing on Onyx.
Is a possibility. We don't know for sure.
Do you have the ability to dispel magic?
I do.
We will need to have that in
Why?
mind in case it happens.
Okay, so what you're saying is that I only have 3 level 3s. I only can cast these special things that you want from me only a certain number of times before it's too much for me.
I know.
So please consider that I can't do everything.
I know. I think well, considering spells,
You can.
you're doing more than we are.
I do, and that's super. But how does our cleric?
He's sleeping.
Thanks, boys.
And even if he's not there, I don't think he has spells that would help. I can check, but I don't think he does have them
Well,
prepared.
That's unfortunate. But Alera, it's fine that you. Let's hope that maybe you can keep an eye out for if the opponents are doing certain devious tricks.
I think I could manage that, yeah, maybe.
Thank you, at least. Maybe you can. You and my brother can assist each other in there. That's a
I
fact.
think we could have quite a view. Let's say it like that.
That's good. Anything else, Eladio, or shall we just? Maybe I should just talk to our male twin if he has any other information that he wishes to share.
You can do that. I think I will wait for get the tiefling back when Onyx is here and we have talked with Onyx about what we will do.
All right, that's good. So I walk towards the male twin. Greetings. Oh, male twin is not home.
Make me a.
Oh.
Actually, make me a.
God. Here we go.
Make me a perception check.
A perception check.
Perceive.
I will perceive if there's anything to perceive.
I think
Hang
he
on.
might have been mind raped.
I
by
will
the
advantage consider that you're okay. No need. as he doesn't respond to you at first, you kind of look like you kind of like step in a little bit ahead of him, and you see that he is like, you can see in his eyes that he's trying to look over at you, but physically can't.
Oh,
It's like he's almost frozen in place, and it's kind of like his eyes look like they're desperate and trying to look over towards you, but just can't. You can see like kind of a constant flicker in them.
are you alright?
Just no response. You can just hear like a low.
I will try to shake him out of it.
As you kind of shake him, his head kind of like wobbles back and forth, but his eyes kind of never leaves their destination. As you look over across, you do see that the Drow Queen is just staring intently from across the long way.
Oh boy. Wait. What? Oh shit. No, I'm not.
As I notice ATL shaking its
You notice that he shakes him, but that he still just stands there. So it looks odd, but you know.
Yeah, I would go over, you know.
It is. I'm not gonna.
When you come over, you can just see Adriel kind of like trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, while the male twin is just standing there like.
Do I notice the same thing?
You just notice that he's hard staring towards the Drow Queen at the other end.
Oh boy.
Might you shake him, Adriel?
Since there's obviously something wrong with him.
He was staring to a vermogen zo.
You stab his eyes.
What, excuse me?
When you both look a little bit further, you see that his eyes are kind of blood-sprung, like almost like they haven't been blinking for some time.
Hey.
Out a view of the window area. That he was
Sorry?
It was a window area he was looking towards the Queen, right?
Yeah.
I tried to pull him out of the sight of the window.
How to do that?
I just tried to pull him away.
Okay, as you pull him away, he keeps staring in the same direction, and he is so freaking heavy. It seems. Almost seems like he's more heavy than he should be.
I'm gonna throw a cloth over his face.
You're not there.
Oh, I see you do that, right?
I mean, you're not standing with him right now.
No, I know. I would go over into it. Or okay, no. First, let me go over and ask what the hell is wrong here.
There's maybe the Queen has done something weird to the.
Remember, he said he didn't feel like he was magically affected yet. I feel like that time has come.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that exactly. So I want to break sight between her and him.
Okay. As soon as the sight breaks, he slumps down and basically knock almost all three of you down as he kind of almost stumbles.
Oh boy!
And falls to the ground. And immediately he just takes himself to the eye and kind of like scratching his eyes, and he's just lying there going, "Finally! Oh, how long have I been standing there?"
For more than an hour.
For like,
right?
How much has it been in total? 4 hours? 3 hours?
Total, or something
4
like
hours.
that.
Yeah, 4 hours probably.
Yeah.
4 hours probably.
My eyes.
Have you not been blinking for 4 hours?
I don't know. Oh, my mind, my eyes.
Why were you staring at the Queen for that long?
I didn't know it was that long, to be fair.
Are you alright at least?
I'm not sure. Really?
No,
It feels like someone has been running around inside my brain.
Well, that's not good.
No, not that dark lantern. Maybe it's best if you do other dark lanterns know about this place besides you.
Don't worry. We have magical protections against this. Still, it's disconcerting that she managed to get me to go.
You have magical protection against it that is supposedly... It doesn't seem like it helped.
No, you don't understand. The most secretive things that I know, I don't even know. It's magically sealed away inside my brain.
Ah,
I see.
interesting.
But
okay.
she would know everything you know about us and our fight here.
I don't know how much she got. I fought her the best I could. I don't know how much she has gotten, if anything.
Is the Drought Queen still looking at us? I would look at her.
No, when you look, you look back at her?
Yeah.
Make me a charisma check, or a charisma save.
God.
Okay, you begin, your shoulders begin slumping down, and your hands, fall, stiff down at your side, and you begin staring into your eyes, and you faintly almost hear a voice, and then you kind of blink and kind of slap yourself on the cheek and snap yourself out of it. It seems like you get the feeling that she's quite powerful.
Okay, I would look back at the others and say, don't look at her.
There are curtains and stuff like that, and wooden bridges that you could put in front of the windows.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yep. All right. So at least we do know about a few things that we can do for now. But we'll have to wait for Onyx to get back up and to introduce him to our newest companion. Well, at least temporarily for now.
As you are preparing yourselves and you're talking, you're kind of watching the Melton trying to get himself mentally back in shape again. You can see it's clearly something that's shaken him. About an hour away from the fight, as I believe this is about the time you would wake up, Onyx.
Yeah, about.
And as you come back to the group, or come online, whatever you want to call it.
He knows everything that we say, right? So I would have given him the rundown while he is in that room.
Well, it's interesting because the way it's described is that he is... his normal perception is present, so people can't sneak up on him, but how much he actually catches is not really precise.
Yeah.
So it's, while he hears and sees things, it's more like in a haze, kind of like in not a dream state because he doesn't necessarily dream, but it's like he hears it, but whether how much he actually catches is kind of up to...
It's like remembering a dream.
Yeah, so he might have the
something.
broad strokes of it, but the details probably not.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I would just tell him everything, I suppose.
As you are talking with him and making introductions yet again to Alara, your chiefling, your handler, comes back, and you noticeably see when he comes over towards your group that he's coming over with a bit of a smile. As he comes over to your group, he just goes, "Well, congratulations, I believe are in order. I don't know how you may manage to do it, but the masses have changed their mind. It seems like everyone who tried to bet on this fight has either pulled back or decided not to bet at all. A substantial amount of money was apparently lost, because it was discovered that it was indeed not a fair fight. A little bit of unfairness is to be expected, but the way it was done here apparently was not to anyone's liking. So, a proposition has been made. The Drows has accepted. Your accept will have to be gathered as well." And you see his smile kind of disappear again. The proposition is that since this is between you and the Drows, that there will be no third party
Oh, god damn it. That doesn't really help. Fuck.
And instead of a 1v1, it will be a group fight between the Drows and your group.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This was not.
Oh my god, you gotta be shitting me.
This was not just between me and the drow.
I am aware, but that is the offer on the table.
The fight goes on as planned.
The fight will not go on as planned, no matter what. The question right now is that will the fight happen as it has on the table, or no fight at all?
Well, Nyx, would you accept it still?
I understand your frustration, in the sense that you wanted a fight with a certain dwarf and his men, but given the recent events, it's been made clear that he was considered a third party in this fight. It has been made as the primary bad blood is between your group and the Drows. I don't think anyone was even aware that you wanted a fight with the
How many drows will we be fighting?
Well, how many people are in your group?
Well, one of them is asleep and will...
He would be there as well. Well, he will be available, but...
That's the question. Like, is he ready to prepare new spells and then join the fight, or how does this work?
He would have his 6 hours of sleep and is now with you guys talking in his 2 hours downtime.
Okay. How many drows will we be fighting?
How many are in your group?
I think we're 6, right? 5,
Yeah.
6, yeah.
Then
Yeah.
6 Drows.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
We want the Sunlight Arena, huh? Can we pick the arena?
No, we don't.
The arena will be picked at random.
It's not like the... Well, is the
That's-
water arena always bright, or is it dark at night?
It changes.
I see.
alright. Well, are you in for it, Delanio? Stupid question, are you in for Delera?
Well, I mean, every dead or at least damaged drow on their side is a win on our side. So yeah, I'm in.
Alright, brother, are you in?
And can I look at him sarcastically? Do you really need to ask?
Oh my god,
Well-
that's a terrible idea.
Alright, Onyx, are you in?
Why was it not known that I wanted to fight the dwarf?
It is known, just not by the general populace, I suppose. But as I said, it's considered that this is a fight between you and the Drows. My apologies.
Energy, are you gonna prepare like stuff for Morocco then, and play him, or
I'm
Or
not gonna
will
play
it-
today.
probably yeah?
So what you're saying is that you're terrible at your job.
He kind of stiffens. You have to understand that I'm doing what I can to help you people. Not just you specifically. You would not have survived that fight.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do know that. You would not have survived that fight. If you think this would just be a 2 versus 1, then you haven't been paying attention.
What makes you think that we will survive the next fight if they put in 6 different?
Because you
rounds?
are a group, and you have already proven as a group that you are quite capable.
And the fight will be in what time is it? Like 2 hours at midnight?
In 1 hour,
Right.
at midnight.
Is it to the death?
Preparations have been made for my fight. My fight specifically. If we were to change the deal, we change the time.
Unfortunately not. Preparations was also made on
Unfortunately,
their
I
side.
don't care. Either you get
Then
it
there will
done
be
or you
no-
don't.
Then there will be no fight. This is on the table as it is.
What do you need to change, Onyx?
My spells.
What do you have prepared?
Not something that I would prefer to have prepared in a group.
As far as I understand, the same disadvantage goes to the other side. They will have also made preparations in terms of one fight against one person.
For all I know, they prepared for this to happen no matter what.
They did not. They fought this vehemently. Several threats were made. It seems like this goes against every plan that they did have.
Inside check.
Go ahead.
I believe him.
For fuck's sake.
He seems to ooze truth, and when you consider it, he hasn't really been lying or trying to do anything that would make it seem like he's sweet talking anything. He seems like to be talking the truth and other truth.
I think you've been put in some pretty terrible decisions when you decided to, well, help us out here.
I like a challenge.
Still, one question remains that I asked. Is it to the death?
Yes.
All right.
All right, whole party kill or not? That's basically what we're looking at.
Are we going for the TPK
What are the
on their side?
What are the odds?
Tell me the odds.
The odds are considered 50-50.
50-50. That's a lot.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Your
Basically, every
fights
bet is
have given
doubled.
you some reputation. The Drows are disliked and try to fight this decision vehemently. It is seen as they are not prepared. Thus, the fate, the betting seems to be that you are equal.
All right. So, are you guys all agreeing to it? I mean, I know me, Alera, and Adriel are in.
You and Adriel?
Erenriel. You guys in. Onyx and Eladio. For I know Markov will probably be in for it.
Onyx, we can only fight together, which means this is also your choice.
See the twin comes up and kind of like, well, I might be able to add a little bit of help to all of you. He takes out like a one potion, with a kind of like a blue liquid in it, thick liquid, and then he hands it over to Onyx. Take this right as you're going into the arena.
Does it look like the greater invisibility potion that
No,
Thingy had found?
He just looks at you, Onyx, and goes, "This is a haste potion."
Holy shit! Holy shit!
But it only lasts for 1 minute.
Oh my god!
So if I were you, I would wait till the absolute last second to drink it.
Gotta go fast.
In case you don't know, it gives you 2 bonus to
Oh, I
AC.
know.
You have advantage on the saving throws, and you gain an additional action each turn.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
However, the action can only be to take the attack action with weapons only, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
And also, at the end of the minute, you
Okay,
There's
basically
a wave of
forfeit one
lethargy.
round.
Yep.
Yeah. So you forfeit 1 round in total.
And the extra action doesn't count for my. It's just one attack, not 2.
Yeah. Still really good, because I think everyone has disadvantage on attacks against you or something like that. Is that also part of it?
No.
Not sure.
Okay.
You just
Okay.
Not going that fast.
2 AC.
Yeah, just get
For the
bonus
AC.
to your AC.
Fine.
All right, Alario, you're in as well.
Yes.
All right. Well, silence up then. Us against the drows.
Onyx, if you wouldn't mind to give my longbow back then.
Of course.
I don't have the flame arrow spell, brother. So you'll have to deal
it's
with what
improved
it is.
now, by the way.
Yeah, it's a
The
plus
longbow.
1 and doesn't use
Okay.
ammo.
So for you guys, if they cast any darkness, which it probably will, I still have my daylight spell.
I think that's a good idea.
So
Because we're gonna fight 6 fucking drows, okay? So it's a good idea.
yeah,
We'll just have one
Nera,
person with the
this
daylight
will be
spell run
your
around.
lucky day. You get to kill a
not
lot of
bad.
you
Yeah.
get to kill a lot of them.
Hopefully.
May your arrow strike true.
I will go and grab my bow then.
Yeah, that might be a good plan.
Yeah.
Oh god. Adriel prepared a bunch of buff spells now.
No, I still have a lot of fucking attack
Okay,
spells, and I still have my
that's good.
conjure animal spell. So
Oh, that's very good. Thank god.
yeah, but how fast do you think it will get counterspell?
Well, okay, so the thing about counterspell is this. When you counterspell, you don't know what the other person is casting. So let's say you cast Conjure Animals. Technically what they can do, they can instantly counterspell you, because they will probably know, oh, this guy has this good spell. But if you, in the beginning, just cast a spell that isn't counterspell, there's a good chance they will counterspell whatever you're casting, because they don't know that it's Conjure Animals.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They
But
might
we'll see.
though.
Not really. In like the way the spell from energy, you might be able to help out here, because the way the
Depends on the character. If you have someone who is who knows magic, they would be able to recognize it. Or if they know the spell specifically, they would be able to recognize it absolutely.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Like each spell still have its specifics to it, either vocally or with hand gestures or else where.
Counterspell, you need to see the target.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're in darkness and you cast counterspell, they can't dispel you.
Unless they
Unless
can
they
see
can
through.
see in the darkness.
So if you stand
He
behind
can't, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't need to see.
No, but I mean, unless
No,
they can.
Draw.
Let's hope.
It's completely possible that the drawer might be able to see through. Who knows?
Let's hope it's a little bit dark.
They usually like darkness.
I can't see in dark, like in normal darkness. So
Well,
would
keep
not
your
be-
mind.
But fuck with it, well.
Yeah. And Onyx can't either now.
But I mean, Alara, you would be good at looking in the darkness, right?
Yes, that's true.
Yes, that's kind of like a draw specialty.
Yeah, more or less.
Yes, more or less. That's why you can't look in the light. Yep.
That's the issue, yes.
Okay.
Always a drawback.
Sure, I suppose. Like, yeah, we'll do the fight.
All right.
It's
Wow.
a whole +1.
The male twin just looks at you. Yeah, it's a +1.
Alright.
Looks over at you guys. Well, seems like you're into one hell of a fight. You do make the mistake of believing that you are alone, though. You are friends of the Dark Lanterns, and you are in our capital. You are never alone. We're always watching, for better or worse. You will also have an additional member watching you. I believe my sister is already on her way.
Oh. Great to hear.
We have actually a whole detachment of the Dark Lanterns will be present. We want to have a word with the Queen.
Ah.
And given that they are in our city, our authority is of course absolute.
All right. This will be interesting. So is betting still on the table?
If you do wish so. The chieftain goes, oh yes, it most certainly is. As soon as it was already been, well, I did say we wanted your approval first, but the word of the fight has already been,
Yeah, of
slipped
course.
out. and betting has been risen about tenfold of what we normally see. Apparently, there's a large betting of from a group of misfits who has betted a large amount of gold on your group. You see, like, he goes through.
Time to lose on purpose.
Kind of goes through a lot of the papers and kind of like, yes, a total of 1,225 gold has been betted on you.
Ooh.
I look around. Can we top that?
Well, depends on how much gold you guys have.
I have 179.
Yikes. Poor boy.
So close.
I have 82.5.
Poor boy.
Wait, give me a second. I'll calculate. 179.
Alex, please. Have
Two
something more.
216.
Oh my god.
216. Okay.
Alera?
45.
570. No, 557.
Okay, we have 1,079.5. And with Morocco, let me check. I don't think he has that.
Oh, 545. Sorry.
45. Not 57. Okay.
No,
Okay.
a little bit too exaggerated.
I don't know how much Morocco has energy. Do you see that? I don't even know if he would bet on us.
That was no question asked.
Consider that was what I know about him. He would probably be like, "Fuck no, I'm not betting on you guys."
Okay, we have about 1,000 gold we can bet.
I mean, each
You don't
person,
have to.
each person is gonna bet individually, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going
You
to bet
have to,
150
yes.
gold.
A little bit of money would be helpful.
Well, we can bet as a group, and we can also decide to share whatever we are paid at the end as a group, since it is a group fight.
Well, it's not a group bet.
I
mean-
do.
You can make a group bet if you choose to.
If it is a group bet, I will not put that much money in.
That's what I'm saying. It would be unfair.
Yeah, because then one
We'll
person.
do individual bets.
Yes, there we go. Because, for example, for a Rendril, it would be way more beneficial than it would be for me.
I will bet 150 gold energy.
How much did you say?
150.
150 from the change thing.
85.5.
Did you say 85.5?
Yes, 85. 82, I mean.
2.5.
8.
when you look over, when you gave that over, he kind of just looks at you a little bit like, okay. Anyone else?
Yep.
216.
How much? Sorry.
216.
216.
525.
525. Anyone else?
Or do you want to bet?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
And he kind of just looks over at Marika, who just already is like, nope. Like, oh,
Mhm.
okay.
I look at, I say either you die or you earn more money. You don't really have much use for the money extra or that anyway.
Might be true, but still, I'm not the kind who bets.
Well. Alright then.
Actually, with that point, I think Marika
would probably bet,
that's
yeah.
a fair point.
Actually,
He
let
will
me bet the 29 more.
65.
I have 29 more gold, so I would actually bet 179 instead of 150.
All right, it has been written down, and we'll be moving it over.
All right.
179 for me too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
Okay.
see you all in about 45 minutes to get to the preparation room.
Yes.
Alright.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, when he's gone, I'm gonna take out the glove.
Oh no. Oh, you son of
Yes.
everybody that's actually.
No, shh. Yes. What are you gonna do with the gun? You gonna take it on?
Well, We have to decide.
Remember,
and I
it takes an
believe-
hour to
I know.
It
to
takes an hour
attune.
it takes an hour to attune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the? Well,
So if you want to attune to it, you might have to make that decision now. There's an hour until the fight starts.
Oh, so actually, like if we do it now, then it works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We now
For
have,
you, I'll allow it.
for me.
Just for me.
We have to decide now.
Yeah, on that, Ilera is sitting there looking confused into the group, and it's just like, what is that about?
Right now, I don't have time to explain it to Ilara, so I don't really
Okay.
Rude.
care. Sorry.
Yeah.
I did not expect anything else.
I'm speaking as Eladio right now, not as myself.
For sure.
And I'm gonna say we have to decide. I think it's best if either I put on the glove, and I look at Erendriel, or him.
Well, I mean, you sleep like 50% full fights that we do, so I would rather play. Oh, you know,
Keep in mind,
if
Adriel.
if it is a cursed object, you can have it all day long. Oh
Say
my.
again.
If it is a cursed object, you can have it.
We don't know
You
if it
don't
is cursed.
Is it? You don't know if it's cursed. Great. Brother,
No idea.
brother,
Yes.
what would you want that glove?
Onyx, you know a decent amount of magical items. Would you guess it's cursed or not?
I honestly don't care at this point. Have fun with it.
Yeah, that was useful.
Backpack was Onyx for me.
As Adriel said just now when we were betting, he didn't believe it's fair to make a big group bet, since some of us had more money than others.
Yes.
When we went to the temple, we all worked on finding this glove, but I was the one who actually found it, just like Onyx was the one who found the whip.
I
And
wasn't.
you,
I
Erendriel found it.
oh,
Okay.
well, just as Erendriel volunteered to give Onyx the whip, and just as some of us found potions that belong to them now.
You want to be justifying this, right? This?
I'm
Fine.
willing to give this up, because I do think that Erendriel can use it a little, well, maybe not better than me, but he will be able to benefit from some additional damage for his attacks.
And resistance, since he's the one that's more in front of the line.
True. If we ever hit someone with cold attacks, that would be beneficial for him.
Look, it's a difficult decision, but we'll have to make it. Shall we put everybody up to this, or only the ones that made the trip?
I think for now, the ones that made the trip. Nothing against you, and I look at both of them. I don't really care about Malakath, to be honest. Because he's been a dick.
Wow.
We
Okay.
don't have much time to decide.
I take a deep breath and put on the glove.
So he rips it from my hand.
Oh, I thought you gave it to me when you said, never mind.
No, I didn't give it to you.
I mean,
Does he, like, do you speak up, Hube? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. I'll put it on.
Nope.
If
Okay.
you think it's necessary. If it's
I'm sorry, what did I hear?
Hube wants to put it on. He says that. He
I thought he put
just
it
wait.
on.
No. Just wait.
this guy can't wait for
I'm gonna lift up the glove and I'm gonna say, this is the rarest magical item, or at least one of the rarest ones that we have found.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
give it to you, but I do expect something in return in the future. Just like you said, to be fair.
Of course.
Okay, and then I give it to Youp's character, Erendriel. And what are you going to do, Erendriel?
I take a deep breath and.
And can I give him? I'm going to give. I'm going to give him guidance. Wait, can I give? Yeah, I'm going to give him guidance. Not gonna help, probably. But
That'll help. Fine.
Oh no.
Here goes, I guess.
All right. You take it on, right?
Yes.
Oh god.
Oh no.
You're here, Hawkeye. For the moment, energy has been waiting for
I
weeks.
don't even fucking know what this all is about.
Okay,
This
so
is
small rundown. The glove we found in a UNT temple. UNT are
Okay.
like evil snake people.
Okay.
And there was one other magical item that we found, and it was a whip, an onyx attuned to it, and it was basically an evil spirit that killed one of our characters.
Oh my
and
god.
took their soul.
It's also symbiote.
And
Oh
the
my
other
God.
magical item we found in the pyramid was a book that hurts you and burns you and over time kills you if you touch it. And this is the third magical item that we found. And
Amazing.
we know a few things about them, and that is basically it will change you depending on how you use its powers, which means if you use the powers for good, let's put that in big brackets, whoever thinks what good is, okay, then you will probably be fine. But if you use it for evil, let's put also that into brackets, then it will turn you evil. Like the glove will
Oh
basically
god.
fuck you
Okay. Okay.
That's how much we know. We don't know if it's legit cursed and he's going to take shit ton of damage now and die. We don't know that. Could
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Would we
But
we
I'm
fight
pretty sure
against
that won't
one
happen.
less
Like, I
drow
don't
then?
think he's gonna die. Huh?
If you would we fight against one less drow?
No, probably not. No.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Erendriel, I need you to roll a 1d6, please.
Oh, I'm scared.
Oh no. Hey, he has guidance, huh? Hmm?
Won't matter here. 1d6.
I know. Is it good?
Okay. Let me just write that down.
Oh boy.
So, 6 times. Okay. All right. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Okay. I should take it on. Immediately, it feels like extremely cold. Like, you know, I don't know if you guys don't know, or it's a Danish thing, but if you have like some kind of like, if you have warts or something, there's a way of treating those in our times where you kind of defrost them, where it's so cold that it almost burns.
Yep.
It's that kind of pain in your hand right now.
Energy. If I give him Bardic Inspiration now, is the 1 hour enough for a short rest for me to get them back for the fight?
Yes.
Okay, then I will just say,
That'll be fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Whatever
not that the
your-
Bardic Inspiration will help here, but
I mean saving throws. I'm just gonna say, okay, whatever happens here, you need to fight it.
over the past of the next
give it Bardic Inspiration.
hour or so, your hand goes from being in a lot of fucking pain, like it's constantly being hit by this searing cold, and about 30 minutes in of just agonizing pain, and you can see that he is in clear pain. Your hand just goes completely numb and limp, and like as long as you're standing still and not moving it doesn't hurt. As soon as you begin moving and your arm move, it hurts immediately. So you just kind of keep it in check. Make me another Constitution saving throw.
You have advantage. Not advantage, sorry. You have a Bardic Inspiration.
You can choose to use your Bardic Inspiration or not. It's up to you.
Just fucking do it.
Yes, I'll do that. 1d8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The pain begins to subside.
Oh, thank God.
And you feel like it's kind of like bonding, more or less.
Okay.
Unless you guys won't do anything in this last hour, this is basically just you. Like I said,
I
just
will
looking at
give
him
him
in
more
horror
Bardic
and just
Inspiration if I
looking at
can.
him like, holy shit. If you
Yeah.
use more, it will go into the fight. Just so you know.
Oh right, okay.
You had that one you could use.
That one?
So I'll
Okay.
give you just that one.
Yeah, I will use one more right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put it on 4.
Hang on.
It doesn't help that it takes this long. I'm getting more nervous and more nervous.
Is there any one of you guys want to do anything this hour, or you just kind of looking at him in like a little bit of horror and hoping that he's doing all right?
Enhance ability for
Yes.
Constitution saving throws.
Watch him in horror.
No enhance ability for Constitution saves, no?
Nope.
Okay. It lasts an hour.
Um.
And if we're half an hour in, that's gonna be for the fight as well.
Right. In the last 15 minutes, you begin that pain you've been feeling so far in your hand begin going up to your arm, like all the way up to the glove, almost to your elbow. I need you to make it one last Constitution saving throw.
If he messes this up, we're fucked. Should have given him an enhance ability. Alright, come on, dude.
Inspiration, right?
Yep.
Come on.
Okay. As the tiefling comes back to get you to pick you guys up, the glove completely latches into your arm
Oh shit.
with a immediate searing cold pain that subsides about a few seconds later.
Oh.
The glove has now completely burrowed itself into you.
Does it look good? Is it fancy?
It looks like it looks like it's completely. It's like it mates for him, basically.
I'm a little envious.
How do I?
You guys also see that during this kind of like attunement transformation, the glove has shrunk a little bit and like fitted to his arm and hand.
Okay.
You also see that there's no gap at all. It just goes from arm to
Oh shit.
glove immediately.
Doesn't
Nice.
sound healthy.
You can't hide weapons in there.
If it's not, no, it doesn't look healthy. You can see when you look closely and you look at his arm, you can see that like a cold air goes up from the glove all the time, like a constant cold air.
Erendriel, are you alright?
Am I? How do I feel after that?
I mean, you feel tired for being in an hour of constant pain, but right now there isn't any pain, and you feel a little cold, but that's about it.
Okay.
It's nothing unpleasant or anything. It's just like it's a little bit chilly, maybe.
Well, it hurt a lot, but most of the pain has subsided.
That's good.
I hope
Can
it
you
is.
hold your weapon and use it?
Yeah, there's no problem in that at all.
Okay. Okay. I believe we're ready. I would say to the tiefling. You said he just came in.
Yeah, he comes over. He kind of looks over at your group and looks at the render like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
sure. Well, first of all, I am gonna give you a render. Hang on.
I'm scared what will happen later on with this golf.
I think it's gonna be fine.
I hope it is.
Like, I was pretty sure it wasn't cursed after what the twin told me. And I think it's pretty much about what he told me. It's going to be dependent on how you act, right? And considering this would also, like, I would also say this to you as Eladio when we're walking towards the arena. As I said, this glove, well, from what the twin told me, it distinguishes between acts of good and evil. When we are in this arena and there's a drow elf knocked out, I know we're fighting to the death, and I know you don't finish people anyway, but just have in mind, whatever you do, from what the story says, it will have an impact on you and how you behave in the future. Don't take that lightly.
Give me a second here. Mm-hmm. Giving you guys a handout. Put it in where you are, right there. Well, for now, I'm gonna give so you all can see it.
In D&D? In the Discord?
Yeah, yeah. No, here in Roll20.
Okay.
So here you can see how it looks.
All right. That's beautiful.
Nice! Holy shit, that looks epic.
It's more gauntlet than a glove, though.
Yeah. If you have read the stories, it said Gauntlet.
It's called Gauntlet, yeah. I
It's
just
called Gauntlet. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is called a Gauntlet.
Yeah.
But
you called it Ice Glove, just saying, with a capital L. For love.
That's more it's more in the tone of that it's fitting to Eberron, who is, well, without being
right.
meaning anything, he's probably of a smaller stature than its previous owner.
Oh, that's fair. It's a Ice G Love.
So now it kind of fits into you. And to give you the stats, I'll let you write them in yourself. You have a resistance to cold damage. This is permanent as long as you have the glove on.
Well, don't get your arm cut off. I don't think it's that easy to take off.
Alright, I'm just gonna copy this. So, you have resistance to cold damage. You can move across and climb across icy surface without needing any kind of ability check. Difficult terrain composed of ice and snow does not apply to you. All weapon attacks deal an additional 2d6 cold damage. You can innately cast the following spells, which would be your proficiency modifier plus your charisma modifier. So if you don't have a lot of charisma, sucks to be you.
That's true, that's better than nothing.
But you are able to cast at any time Ray of Frost. You know what? I'll just copy it. It's easier. You can at will anytime cast Ray of Frost. 3 times a day you can cast Cone of Cold, and 1 time a day you can cast Wall of Ice.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yes.
Really fucking good.
The Wall of Ice spell energy, did you, because I wrote to you about it once, about how you would put the surfaces next to each other. Have you made up your mind?
Well, I looked around a lot, and I mean it's meant to be a close wall off, like if you want to escape from someone. But it's very fluffy, and it's kind of depending on the situation. The one you spoke about, the cabin will have to fit perfectly with all the ice in there. As long as it's not fitting perfectly, it could be interpreted as it will break.
Okay.
But if you have enough room, then technically yes, you could do it in the way you said.
Okay.
Depends on the situation, really.
Yeah. I mean, you can you can just ask. I'll post a picture so that others have sort of an idea. Wait, everyone can see the screen, right? So if I draw something here, you guys will see it. That's the question. Like,
it's fine. We can do that another time. Because right now you are about to.
Oopsie.
Getting into an arena.
I don't think that's gonna happen today. Wait, is it? I'm up.
So as you guys are standing there and looking at each other and looking at Eberron more of anything, the tiefling comes over and said, "Well, gentlemen, ladies, it's time."
Okay.
And as you turn around and about to follow him into the preparation area, the female twin enters the area and manages to come over to you guys beforehand. I just wanted to extend my well, good luck, everyone. We will be watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It just kind of nods and sends you guys on your way. And as you go into the preparation area, the door closes, and you noticed drill. You've been there through it before. In a few minutes, you will be teleported away. So, any last-minute preparations would be now, including a certain potion.
Wait, I think can't he drink that when he's in the arena at any point?
He can't. Drinking it would take an action, but yeah.
Okay.
And the effect.
If you drink it now and they talk like 1 minute in the arena, then just saying. And also because of that last round where you are ineffective, maybe take it after 1 round or 2. You'll decide. It's Onyx. He'd probably take it immediately. Just saying. Okay. Right, I would tell Arendriel, Arendriel one thing, which is, and I want to draw the shape for it here because that's going to make it easier. I've made up a few ideas of how to use the wall efficiently, if you understand. You can try to layer it, because every time someone moves past it, they will have to walk through a frigid air area, which will hurt. And that's only happening after they destroy the wall itself. It can be perfectly used in the beginning to, cut off a part of the drow.
We have 3 minutes.
We have 3 minutes, okay. Cut off part of the drow by putting them either into a corner or into a cage of ice, which will be nearly impossible for them to climb. Also keep in mind that you can climb all this ice. They can't. Well, and none of us can. Or they will at least have, a lot of problems doing it. Ray of Frost isn't concentration, right?
I don't believe so.
But Cone of Cold is. Sorry, not Cone of Cold. Cone
Ray
of Cold
Frost
isn't concentration.
instantaneous.
I meant the other way. Cone of Cold isn't concentration, but Wall of Ice is.
Wall of Ice is concentration, yes.
Right. Also, if you do have the wall up, they might start to target you if they see it's coming from you, and it's very important that you don't get hit.
You have 2 minutes.
Is there anything else someone wants to say? Okay.
Last minute. Anything you want to do here at the end is now.
I'm just gonna say, let's get these bastards, and I'm gonna give 1 bardic inspiration to Arendriel and 1 to Onyx, and I'm gonna keep 2. So
Good luck, everyone.
Onyx and Arendriel, both of you have a bardic inspiration. The others don't.
All right.
And I'm gonna move this cage that I drew.
Roll the new.
Do we not
people.
roll the arena?
Maybe it's their turn. But
Damn it!
Yeah. All right, team, let's go. Kick in some draw.
Show us the arena. I want to see it. It's gonna be epic.
And as you get, as you stand ready, you begin feeling this sensation that you felt before, getting teleported away. As 1 by 1, you get teleported to a different place of where you were before. The only thing you hear is these zoom, zoom, as you all transported away into the arena.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, it's
and
dark.
it's full of darkness. It's a big darkness spell in the arena.
Oh,
Is it the frozen one?
Yep.
oh.
Yes.
Well, well, well.
Holy shit! Yes.
There's only 5.
Only 5 you can see.
Boop.
Jesus Christ.
I'm assuming you have your.
He's already dead.
I assume you have your Steel Defender with your Onyx.
Yes.
You guys will be able to.
Can we position ourselves?
Yes, you will be able to position yourself the same way they have.
Oh, we need 1 token more. Okay.
Yeah, I'll make that for next time. Don't worry.
Okay. Can you somewhat describe, like, these are just higher levels or lower levels? Which way is it?
The one you're on now is like a plateau that is like 2-3 feet above the ground, nothing more. It's not even that. It's more like 2 feet above the ground. But those are plateaus, and then in the lower areas are just in between those plateaus.
Okay.
The exits are walled off with pure ice, so there basically is no exits.
Wait, so on the bottom here and over there, this is all walled off?
They are just completely walled off.
Okay.
So if we do like this,
Yeah, you can draw like a blue.
this,
Yeah, with that. Perfect.
and like that, and like that.
Yes.
Right.
And all of these things are plateaus. Nothing goes like downwards.
Nope.
Okay. Cool.
And everything is lit up by these lanterns.
Yes, there are plenty of lights.
So it is very light.
Not in
It's
a way
not
that
daylight.
not in a way that would.
I
annoy you.
wish. I wish. Because then all the drows would have.
That's true. True.
Like nothing against you, but we're
No.
that many drows.
That's fine. It's fine. I get that.
If I use daylight, it looks like that's a flare.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. I would wanna. We have time to position ourselves.
Yeah, we do.
Well, okay.
Yep.
Let's just think.
So right now, you have what would be considered a round of movement. So don't move more than you would be able to.
Oh,
around.
okay. Okay, interesting.
Well,
What does that mean?
Gonna move there.
you can. How much you have around? How much feet movement?
I have 30. You have a lot more. You have
I
30.
believe she has 40. Let me just check.
40?
Laura, you can
shit.
see your speed. You have 30. Sorry.
Gotta go fast.
So you can move 30 feet.
How
So
do I measure that?
30.
What are you gonna
Okay.
do right now?
Each square.
6 squares. Each square is 5 feet.
8 squares, 5. 8 squares, 5 feet.
Aside from the movement, since we're positioning, can I look around if I see the other drafts? Because I can 1, 2, 3, 4. I can 5. I can see 5. Can I see the other one?
I'll let you do that for half your movement.
If
No,
I'm
it
down
would work as
here,
well.
if I'm down here, can I see these guys because they're on a plateau?
It doesn't.
Like they are a few feet. Like it goes only a few feet up, like maybe 5 feet up. So it would you wouldn't be able to see the whole body. So if someone is crouching, for example, you probably wouldn't. Like the stairs are 5 feet in length, basically. So it's
And
also
if
the
I
same
just
height,
move,
5 feet in
if I
height.
just move like over here, would that be fine? Or like over here?
Yeah, well, you're down the stairs, so you would be like 4 or 5 feet
So-
below.
Okay, doesn't matter. Okay. Let me think. I was here. It's 15 though.
So that's half your movement.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
would do
So
the
how
same.
many are? All right. Anyone else? Anyone who wants to spend half their movement trying to see where the last guy is
Yes.
can do so.
Yes.
All
Alright, and then perception?
Everyone roll a perception. Yes.
Oh shit.
Anyone else gonna do this, or are you gonna
My
use
dog.
your full movement? Your dog? Of course.
For fuck's sake.
God, why do you roll so shit for him? What the fuck? Oh my god.
All right. Let me just check to see.
Malakath is a like fighter from afar, right? He's not melee.
Yeah, he would be from afar, I guess. I don't know. I don't know him.
I'm just saying, he'd probably back up here, I would think. Yeah, over there, probably. That's it. 230. How much is that? That's 30, and then that's 5, and then yeah.
I'm just rolling to see how well he would have done.
Oh, he's using half his movement?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I think he would, honestly, from what I know about the character, I think he would just go to the back. Like, legit, he wouldn't look around. I'm pretty sure. But Maraku's not here, so whatever, just flies. I don't think he would stay in melee combat, though.
Okay. You rolled a 19 as your highest.
Yeah.
Let me see here. What is it? Stuff. Let's see here. How well that would have been done. You have no idea where it is.
You're measured from, not me, just in case you measured a distance from a character.
I didn't measure anything. But you have no idea where the last one is.
Okay. Do I know where he isn't? Okay.
Oh,
So he would probably be over here.
Yeah, I think that works, yeah.
All right. You haven't used any movement at all, Onyx, so I will let you drink your potion now if you want.
Nope.
You don't want to use it now?
You don't want to use it now?
No.
All right. Remember, when you do take it, you cost an action.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And no, you don't get a no action immediately. It only kicks in after, like your next turn.
That's fair. Yeah.
So just keep that in mind.
This would be a free action, Onyx.
I'll let it up to you, but just keep it in mind.
Onyx thinks tactically. I can't believe it.
You know what?
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna drink it.
All right. Noted. All right. Well, normally here right now I would say roll for initiative, but since we're almost 7, that means that's where we'll begin next time.
all right.
Okay.
With you guys fighting for your lives in the Frost Arena.
Can we just roll anyway, just because it's cool?
No.
As the last thing of the day, sure.
Yeah,
Roll
boy.
for initiative.
Everyone forgets to click on their character.
all right.
Click on your character first, please.
Yeah, clicking a character.
Hey,
I go to your character sheet and then click on it.
First time for in a Fae.
You can just click on the character on the map, Manzo.
Initiative.
And
Onyx, you have a bardic inspiration. Just saying.
Hawkeye, do you have your sheet open?
yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Good. So you click on your character on like down on your on the map, right? Just once.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Then you in your character sheet there is something called initiative, almost in the middle.
Right
At the
between
top.
speed and HP.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just and then you just click on the thing that says initiative.
So when I clicked on my character on the map, when I have that circles above me, that's right.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and then I click on initiative.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
Oh god, I don't want that.
All right, not bad. 22.
Nice.
Which one of you have? How much dexterity do you have, Erendril?
I have +3.
Plus what?
+3.
All right, she'll go first.
She's first, yeah. Onyx, you have a bardic inspiration. You can use that because it's an ability check.
I know.
Okay, just wanted to say. Does he get a advantage because of haste? I don't know if it gives you advantage.
He hasn't take haste, and no, it doesn't.
Yeah, he just took it. He just did that.
He took it anyway. At the
You
end.
took it.
Yes.
All right, but no, it doesn't.
Okay.
But do I get advantage because I'm good at fighting in arenas?
No. Nice try though.
You're funny.
A for effort, but. All right. So keep in mind, when we reach round 10,
Yeah.
you will be completely useless for a round.
Can you put in the turn order like a number? Actually,
I have no idea if you can.
I
You
remember.
should be able to. It did with
I
Devon.
thought that was with Devon. Yeah, I always thought that was there. Definitely be helpful for spells as well. Because this fight could be longer than 10 rounds.
Hang on. Oh, so you just had press. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Thank you.
He needs to concentrate when he takes the potion, right? So he needs to remain with the concentration.
From a potion? No.
Oh, okay. Shit. Holy fuck.
No, potion just gives you a taste.
Okay, nice. The target speed is doubled. It gains +2 to AC, has advantage on dexterity saving throws, and it gains an additional action on each of its turn. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out this. It seems +1 would do the trick. It doesn't show any turn order. Oh. I'm guessing that's that thing down there now. So what if I go through? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so now
that's
it's
a
at 1.
Okay, perfect. That was basically the first turn as well, so that fits.
Yep.
Alright, we can just leave it at 0 for as soon as it's on 10, then.
Yeah, so basically as soon as it hit 10, then your Ligathy will will kick in.
Yeah.
Alright guys, well, of course we need our enemies, so I can't forget those.
I want to know, does this guy look like he's rushing us? Like he's going to melee rush us?
They're just looking at you guys casually.
Okay. Oh my god.
Well.
Shoot.
Oh no, guys, we're fucked.
That's how Arachnomancer.
Spiders.
Mancers.
Spiders.
Oh shit, Arachno? Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh
You remember the
shit.
Spider Queen and stuff?
Oh shit.
Sort of. Maybe.
Right, there was something.
Do you guys think I just make this shit up? Oh, wait.
Don't you guys like
I feel like you have the time, you kind of have to with Onyx.
Yeah, damn.
That's true.
Spider mages.
Cool.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Why did I roll a 10? For fuck's sake.
Because you suck.
Yes.
It's fine. At least we didn't go as bad as both Morocco and Onyx, so
Yeah, that's actually terrible.
it's fine.
It's good that Erendriel is in the front.
It's good that Marikov rolled low.
What do you think?
Yeah. He'll
Why?
be able to heal our damage that we already have.
Ah, good point.
Players need to be last.
I mean,
Tactical.
Okay, think about Vernala in the last fight, right? The good thing that clerics can do is prevention of damage. You don't need to heal people if they don't take any damage in the first place. So the advantage on wisdom saving throws did way more than any healing she could have done in that fight.
Well, yes, but that's not going to be as much of a issue here.
We're not
Sure.
fighting a demigod.
Just think, there might be other buff spells he could use that might be more advantageous.
Not really like you can do anything about it anyway, so.
Yeah.
Are we discussing in front of enemies now, guys?
No, we're discussing as off character. I'm pretty
Oh yeah.
sure. The enemies is like, what the fuck?
Guys, seriously?
Why are they arguing?
Initiative.
Well, their initiative is good, so that's fine.
Is it?
Oh, come on.
I don't know about
the
your
15
role-playing,
isn't-
but my
isn't
roll
up
20
there.
just gave up on life.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. One guy is with the 15 on the bottom.
Oh yeah, we
Yes.
missed one guy. Oh, 15 right there. Yeah.
And there's the invisible guy, that energy.
Oh yeah. The deal.
Right, he's gonna sneak attack one of us and fucking destroy us.
Likely, yeah.
Best perception here.
I wouldn't stand too close to the lanterns. I have a feeling that whatever area of effect damage is gonna come, it has to do with the lanterns partly. I just have a feeling.
Thanks a
Yeah,
lot for that
yeah.
information.
You have a gut feeling again? Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Maybe the lower area so just vult with very cold water.
Maybe as well that I have no clue.
That was my first thought.
Yeah.
Maybe
We'll
it
see
will
what
just snow. A little.
Oh. Maybe
Maybe
next
there's gonna be a blizzard.
Blizzard.
Yeah, maybe there is gonna be a blizzard. Holy shit.
Yep.
Hang on.
Oh jeez.
And then there is. Du-du-du-du-du.
Ba-dum-bum.
Okay. Everyone is now written in.
Okay, perfect.
I just need the last one. I just wanted to make it so you can't see what the
Area of effect 0.
No, it just means by the end of turn it kicks in.
Whatever area of effect there is, or what.
Mhm.
Yeah.
At least will be exciting. Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to wait a whole week.
Yep.
Which
So,
could just being 2 or 3.
Actually, you would have to wait 2 weeks. I'm not there next week.
Yeah, but we played more.
Sorry. But tomorrow, guys, is where we will see where this goes.
Hmm.
Then we'll
Right.
set out to a new adventure.
Well,
Or
maybe
die.
maybe we die. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I guess then you will also go into a new adventure.
That's a good
Be a new-
point, actually.
there's
Yeah,
a new
never
proof.
mind. Energy's right.
So,
Yep.
good luck. You guys rolled shit. Good job.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, thanks.
It's one of you didn't. 2 of you didn't.
Hey!
Wait, how is Eberron not first on the 22s? Because she has +5 dexterity.
She is. It's just because I turned the turn order. You're actually in front of the Chromancer as well.
Thank God.
Cool.
Whew.
Dear.
Well.
I mean, I'm looking forward to see the Arachnomancer in action.
Also,
I'm looking forward to what he can do.
I'm in front of
they will throw
Adriel.
spiders.
I'm
Yeah.
in front of Adriel too.
What?
Dexterity
more-
wise, yeah.
Do you have more dexterity than he has?
I have 1.
Then he has more.
And then
Yes.
dexterous.
Yeah, so dexterous.
Dexterous.
Let's
Look at
hope you
me
don't sleep.
zigzagging.
Let's hope that you don't sleep with spiders this time.
No, please, no. Hey guys, cast a web spell. It's definitely gonna work.
Yes.
They're not gonna crawl.
Oh God.
Let's freeze those fuckers.
Hey, you can make spiders too that are gonna fight his spiders. Wouldn't that be epic?
I feel like that would be unnecessarily confusing.
Yeah, that's the worst type
Maybe
of.
they're gonna like friend up and fight them instead of us. Don't you have like? Can't you speak to animals?
Hey,
Be like, hey, spiders, wouldn't it be very nice if you guys don't fight us, but fight the other
they
guys?
worship spiders.
So,
I mean,
Most likely they worship scorpions, but
scorpions.
yeah, the Wookor worship scorpions, and they are just okay with the Spider Queen as well. So,
Well, from what you would understand, from what the Meltwin said, they come from Volcor, but have, in what he has understood, kind of converted to.
okay, I understood it differently. Okay.
Yeah, but the way he would have explained it would be that they used to be of that, and it's not like they're saying that it feels like they are accepting both, but they are heavily leaning into the Spider Queen.
Okay.
I mean, maybe the Spider Queen isn't racist against other arachnids.
You know what sucks? All these fucking guys have advantage against being charmed. And most of my spells have wisdom saves that oppose a charm condition. So that's great.
Maybe you should try sleep. I think that's very effective.
Yeah, I removed the sleep.
Sleep will be perfect, man. Come on.
I mean, you sleep so often yourself in these fights. So.
Yeah, maybe you should just put it on yourself and then
just to
Get
get
it over with.
I'll just sleep. You guys finish him. I'll be back in like later.
Yeah, it's a little power nap. Yeah.
Yeah. See you guys. Bye.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't be in front of the guys.
I wish you guys a good luck. You're gonna need it.
I know.
And we'll see how you fare in this fight.
Yep.
Before you start looking into some of these, like the Arachnomancer, don't be too alarmed. On paper, some of them are. I believe the Arachnomancer is technically a character that would be, if you want to compare it, it would be considered like a level 16.
What the
But they have, of course, been nerfed a bit. So that's when if you start looking around, you're like, holy shit.
Oh god, we're fucked.
I'm not complete.
Look around anyway.
I'm not kind of like a DM that's like, alright, they've ruined my plans long enough, time to die. If I wanted to do that, I would just like,
I just wanted for Hawkeye and Morocco to join just before I do it.
Welcome to the team. Goodbye.
Bye.
Time to make a new character.
I didn't like your character anyway. Make a new one.
Aww.
I mean, Mega is kind of a dick.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Did you prepare spells for Morocco, or are you gonna decide on that later?
No, I'll let him do whatever he wants in this fight, and we'll see what he wants to do.
Okay.
That'll be a good practice for him to try and figure out his.
Because something